Country 499 Minneapolis Tower, traffic 11 mile final, runway 30 left side of the wing.
305, license, number 3.
Delta 2551, able turn right, contact ground point center. Enable ground point center.
Figures 259, runway 30 left, exit Delta Whiskey. Airborne time to air for you is after 5-4, time now, 40.
Final runway 30 left side of the wing.
That's a 2550 Minneapolis ground check, give you a Delta Pop, I'm on that front enter.
Delta Pop, before runway 30 left side.
30 left, clear land, 42.
Left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff. Rodeo 733, Minneapolis Tower, traffic 7 mile final, runway 30 left, line of the way. 733. 0733, Minneapolis Tower, traffic 7 mile final, runway 30 left, line of the way. 499, clear for the left heading 260, contact departure, yes.
Be sure to wave at the spotters parked off the left there. They're doing a nice live stream right now. Alright, we'll get your way. Flying from a heading, quick protected.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota. We've got some amazing live plane spotting for you on tap under some pretty amazing summer conditions here on June 12th, 2026, as we begin our live program from the viewing area, as we usually do, with a pretty interesting set of conditions out at the field. It's gusty today. We're going to have some interesting arrivals. Action nonstop on our parallel runways 30 left and 30 right, active for all traffic today. So the spacing will be close. Action will be nonstop throughout our live plane spotting program today. Hi, everybody. My name is Alex. I'm the executive producer of MSP Airport Live, welcoming you aboard to today's program. So apologies for the later than expected start. I just wanted to make sure that when we were going live to air that we were doing so with all systems go and functioning properly. And with the angry air mass that moved through the upper Midwest yesterday, hope that everyone's doing okay. Especially to our friends in the greater Chicago area. just be a moment. I got to step off here and take care of something. Looks like not all of our equipment is going to be singing in a cappella today.
So 26 Quad, Minneapolis Tower, traffic 10 mile, final runway 30 left line at the weight.
So hi everybody, welcome to the viewing area. Happy Friday. My name's Alex. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our show here this afternoon. You know, I like days like today because even though it's a little bit on the toasty side, the wind really cools things down nicely and it keeps a lot of that heat haze away. There's still going to be some, but especially when we're on the 30 ops, we're having to zoom the camera in quite a bit. Makes for a little bit cleaner picture today. So.
32, turn right on Delta, the Embraer United colors on the intersection lane. Contact number 10.
Go hold short 30 left, 9.
26 12, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
46, ground taxi via Bravo Hotel, runway 4 and Papa. Okay, Bravo Hotel, runway 4, Papa. 4032, monitor point 8.
All right, let's get to our first departure for today.
1420 is on the visual 30. Sun Country 1420, Minneapolis Tower, traffic holding in position. 28 direct 18, just 27, runway 30 left, straight away. Still left, straight away, 1420. Minneapolis Tower, traffic 5 mile final runway 30 left, line at the weight.
So conditions out here at the field,
Heading 260 and contact departure.
gusting to about 27 knots.
Over 4003, your left taxi, Charlie 6, Charlie Alpha. Your left, Charlie 6, Charlie Alpha, 4000.
Number 5335, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
So I'm just getting a couple more systems set here in the background. Got to get our flight tracker pulled up here so I know what's going on. Sun Country 259 to Chicago O'Hare will be our next departure, presumably on runway 30 left. We do have an arrival that's inbound. Sun Country 1420 from Richmond.
Endeavor 5017, turn left on Bravo. That's on Bravo. 3399. You're good now. You can take 50 pulling.
So we got a Denver Air headed to Knoxville, Tennessee. Be out ahead of our pending Sun Country Airlines departure today. So here is Sun Country coming in from Richmond, Virginia.
Number 5335, turn left heading 260 and contact departure.
260, departure today, 365.
Exit 952 Minneapolis Tower, traffic is holding position on Delta Cross runway 30 left, continue via Delta Papa.
Oh, cross 30 left, continue Delta Papa, exit check 962.
Sun Country Airport, 1420, taxi via Charlie Tango Delta, monitor ground point 9.
Alright, Charlie Tango Delta, ground point 9.
Whoa!
Point 8.
Boy, it feels like somebody's trying to shove me off my ladder. That's the 27-knot gusts that are prevailing across the field today. It is a windbag at MSP, so we're going to have a lot of fun landings to take a look at. Now, as I was setting up for the broadcast today, we already had a go-around from Sun Country, and that was due to wind shear warnings going off in the cockpit. As they declared the go-around, you could hear, yeah, we're on the go. Whoa! That had to at least be a 30-knot gust or greater there. This is one angry air mass. Boy, I'll tell you what, on a hot day like today, that breeze feels amazing. Feels absolutely amazing. Here in just a little bit, we'll get to some shout-outs. SkyWest headed to San Francisco, flight 5399, taking off. Some pretty gusty conditions. Winds are pretty much down the pipe here for the 30s, giving the pilots that are on arrival and also on departure pretty favorable headwind today.
Southwest 364, turn left. The runway is available if you would like the runway. Runway 22, Tango, monitor ground point 9 is here.
Okay, left 122, Tango, monitor ground 364.
SkyWest 5399, turn left heading 260.
All right, here comes Southwest Airlines inbound from Austin, Texas.
SkyWest 5399.
Cool that they're taking runway 22 for taxi.
Delta 31.
Get a little bit closer gander at our Southwest 737 800 Next Gen series.
That's fine.
So during the broadcast today, stick around. We're going to show you the footage from last night. Lufthansa, inbound to Chicago O'Hare, had to divert to Minneapolis due to inclement weather in the Chicago area, along with Lot Polish in the 787-8s. Not too far behind it. So they departed just before midnight or around 10 p.m. I know that Lot Polish actually got out before Lufthansa did. But either way, it was late. Well after dark when those aircraft departed the Twin Cities back to the windy city of Chicago. Might as well call it the stormy city after this summer. And really this spring too has just been really chaotic as far as weather goes down there. It's been the year of the Midwest for severe weather, and yesterday it's like a broken record, unfortunately. Boy, another strong gust. Should be a lot of fun, right? We'll be on go-around watch for the entire day.
1449, sled moment to your routing.
Also considering the fact that we already had a Sun Country 737 go around because of the gusty wind conditions.
Join Charlie and Papa behind the second 73. Thank you, Delta 4249, monitor pointing.
Well, they're rocking a bit here. This is Delta with a 737 inbound from Atlanta.
Figure 605, what gate did you push out of? Sunny 3, push approved. Push approved, Sunny 3.
If not, Charlie, contact ground point 9 SCS.
Said Charlie, and we had a battle loss of 10 about 300 feet, Delta 2825.
I'm sorry, what was the loss?
About 10, Delta, at 300 feet, Delta 2825.
Thank you. Sky 3989, expect a loss of 10 knots, 300 feet.
Roger,
Sun Country 259, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Joining Alpha for Golf Club.
It was a spec.
2825 Minneapolis, contact the Alpha.
International aircraft departure 8 is Oscar, current altimeter 2982.
I think we gotta be careful with the cameras too and keep an eye on that. Might be at what? On the Starlink? Okay. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to step back from the camera to adjust something. Oh, my goodness.
Final runway 30 left, line up and wait.
It's been that kind of a day.
Sun Country 259, turn left heading 260 and contact departure CF.
Left 260 over departure, Sun Country 259.
Smelly Crew 101, good to see you today. This is good to see you again, Alex. Good to see you again as well, Smelly Crew. Looking forward to another great show from Minneapolis.
Pushback complete, Sunny 3.
That's a pretty good way to put it.
Charlie 2, 3 more.
Charlie 1, Charlie 2, home remote, Sunny 3.
So yeah, the majority of this spring was just a windbag, and well, this summer no different. We have had some incredibly turbulent air masses
989 Minneapolis, come left on Alpha, right turn on 184 and
just blast across the upper Midwest, non-stop, ever since spring rolled around. Now well into the summer. So later on today, the wind mass should taper off just a little bit. But I'll tell you what, stick around, as things are going to be getting a little dicey today.
That's 2825. Pull down to Alpha 2, join Bravo, short of Alpha 3, and take the gate when they leave. They're just requesting separation.
Left, clear for takeoff. That was 4063 Minneapolis Tower, traffic 7 mile final, runway 30 left, line up and wait.
Travis 3, good to see you, my friends. Good afternoon from Wisconsin. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to Gordon Wald as well.
Left heading 260, to departure 50.
Gordon checking in from Toma, Wisconsin. Modified 7002, also thank you for joining us today. Also, a big shout out to our friend Philip from Lisbon Airport Spotting. Welcome. it's windy day. It's a windy day here in windy Soda.
Turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
185 and 30 left, taxi Delta Alpha.
30 left, get Delta Alpha.
Zachary, Y255. Hey, good afternoon. So to answer your question, the A340 that arrived last night, so the diversion departed late at night. So it was just before midnight, I think, when they were officially wheels up for, or back for Chicago O'Hare.
Beachjet 400 Alpha X-ray, Minneapolis Tower, traffic will hold in position. 703, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Windy Soda, I think that's going to stick, says Courtney. Yes.
Skywest 4063, turn left heading 29er. One more time. 260, turn left heading 260.
So if you're just tuning in, welcome to Minneapolis St. Paul International on this Friday for live plate spotting at MSP Airport Live. It is a windy day up here in the North Star State. We've had a lot of interesting landings, and we anticipate much more to come, and nonstop action on our parallel runways throughout the afternoon into the evening hours. You can also see me have to try and fight the wind a little bit up here. The wind is really pushing on the camera. It's pushing on everything. This wind is looking to knock something over if it's not secured.
703, turn is further left, heading 260 contact departure, BS. American 2157, turn right, contact ground point, 9er, BS.
Right, check ground point 9, American 2157, good day. Down American 2157, clear 30 left, joining Delta for gate Echo 15.
There we go, American Airlines with the Airbus A319.
American 2137.
Exiting runway 30 left. It's inbound from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, flight 2157. So they're going to go to Concourse E.
Runway 30 left, clear to land.
Also still to come on our show this afternoon, Discover will be departing to Frankfurt, Germany. Now, they had a significant delay getting to their gate after they arrived. They were sitting in the penalty box for quite a hot minute. So we will also be paying attention to our Discover visitor from Germany, which is a constant on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And, of course, we'll also have the usual suspects when it comes to the heavy departures for Delta. Of Delta 258 departing tonight with an A330-200 to Dublin. Also got Delta 160 with the A350-900. Now, Delta 171 that was headed outbound to Seoul was going to depart not too long ago, but I think they ended up returning to the gate, so we might get Delta 171 departing for Seoul as well. We'll get the arrivals of Delta 165 and also the departure of Delta 162.
Turn left, taxi via Whiskey, minus ground point 9 along Malaysia.
Both of those flights are A330s. We'll have a nonstop supply of Delta wide-body action for you throughout the afternoon. We'll also have our cargo heavies today for FedEx and UPS. FedEx out of Memphis from the Super Hub and UPS from Louisville. And I think we have Rockford today. I know we have Louisville. Air France, later on throughout the program, we'll be bringing their 777-200ER. Goodness gracious. Huge gust of wind there.
Delta 1456, turn left heading 260 in contact departure, see ya.
0 departure, Delta 1456.
Maybe 1023 Minneapolis Tower, roger, traffic will hold a position, continue inbound, I'll call you right back. Stream 9 Mike Tango, traffic will hold in position. American 2146 Minneapolis Tower, traffic 4 mile final, runway 30 left, line up the wait, be ready to go.
30 left, line up the wait, we're ready.
All right, our next arrival.
1023, traffic hold in position via
Sun Country 104 coming in from Las Vegas.
26, runway 30 left, clear the lane.
30 left, clear to land, we'll caution.
Sun Country 104, turn left. If you have Delta, taxi to the gate, minus the ground point 9er.
Delta point 9, Sun Country 104.
And monitor ground on point niner, 121.9er for MSP.
Runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
All right, American Airlines headed to Phoenix. Our next departure on the South Parallel runway. Now cleared to take off on 30 left. 901 Sierra Yankee. Not the first 737-900ER to show up on the property for Sun Country Airlines. Before its tenure with Sun Country Airlines, it was working on lease by Oman Air.
Left turn 260 and go departure, American 2146.
All right, so there's 4 departures that we're going to be looking at here. About a few of them. We have a trifecta that's looking to get out on the South Parallel. Delta 3185 to St. Louis. It's with an Airbus A220-100 behind them. Delta 2008 to Portland, Oregon. 737 900 AR, and then behind them Delta 2114 with an A321 Neo headed to Los Angeles, California. Well, this will be an interesting arrival coming in here on the South Parallel. We're going to have Bemidji Aviation with the Swearingen Fairchild Metroliner. Let's see, where are they at here?
Confirming that C-Series is no longer going to be holding position.
Yeah, they're not going to hold in position.
Oh, I see where they are. There they are. Top of the screen.
Clear to left, stand right here.
Bemidji Aviation, a regular visitor to Minneapolis every single day. So they have a feeder contract with UPS. They come down to the big airport to pick up packages and what else? And take them upstate. Boy, this Metroliner is really battling to maintain a nice smooth glide slope here.
Mizzy 1023, thank you, turn off early. Contact ground point 9 here.
There we go. Good job, Bemidji.
For 3185, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left.
Well, they had to fight to win for a little bit, but they did a pretty good job of doing so. So Bemidji is probably going to come by us.
Also 2008 Minneapolis Tower, runway 30 left, line up and wait.
So we will see where they are vectored to. All right, now it's our flight to St. Louis Lambert that has taken its pose on the South Parallel runway. And they are now on the departure roll, so here they go. Could see some decent climb here with this A220 departure. So they got stellar performance with those huge high bypass turbofan engines.
Tickets 605, appreciate it. Give way to the prop from the right and continue with.
All right, give way to the prop, and then we'll continue on with Sun Country 605.
So 2114 Minneapolis Tower, runway 30 left, line up and wait. So 3185, turn left heading 260 with contact departure here.
Further left turn 260, contact departure number 3185, good day.
Have a wonderful flight to St. Louis. All right, and now it's our Delta flight headed to Portland, Oregon. Yep, and our Metroliner is indeed going to be coming this way. It's a taxi on Mike.
So 2114, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Delta 2114, our next departure to sunny Southern California.
Delta 2113 minutes, still push through, 30 left. That's 1020, minutes, 30 left, take 3 Alpha.
Turn left heading 260 and contact departure via.
Turn 260, Delta 2114, departure via.
by Delta 2114. And our friends from Los Angeles, LA Flights Live is also broadcasting from the City of Angels today. I think Josh is feeling better, thankfully. And so there you go, Josh. We're going to send you an A321neo your direction. Sean Bramlett says, good afternoon, Alex. Good afternoon, Sean. Great to see you today. Happy Friday. So our streaming schedule for the time being is going to be jostled around a little bit. Mondays and Wednesdays will be our normal days for broadcasting, but we're also going to gusting to 28 knots. Goodness gracious. So new with our streaming schedule. I know we're going live today on a Friday, which isn't typical as we've indicated in the past, but it's probably going to become more of a regular thing. A Friday afternoon show should be in order in the coming weeks, barring any scheduling conflicts or inclement weather. And also Sundays, too. We're going to try and pick up the occasional Sunday. We're live this Sunday. KLM brings in the 777. Hopefully UPS is going to send a 747 our way. It's been a little while since UPS has assigned the Queen of the Skies to the late afternoon, early evening flights out of Louisville to Minneapolis. Faricia Rosa, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Good to see you today. Thanks for tuning in. Weather Bob 3, good to see you today, Bob. This is hello everyone from hot and humid Arkansas. Yeah, Bob, make sure you're staying warm down there. Pam Meyer 59, good to see you today. Says they are rocking and rolling with those landings, and yes. And we are actually about to get another landing here. Grandpa Joe, thanks for tuning in today. Says, please don't get blown off the ladder and risk being paralyzed. I will certainly watch myself to the best of my abilities. I'm all right. There's a sandbag on the ladder that keeps anything from getting knocked over or blown away. We got some crabbing going on here, too. How about some crab?
605 Minneapolis Tower, 930 left, line up away. Traffic's 5 mile final Challenger, winds 27014, gust 28. 1028 Minneapolis Tower, just advise when you're ready.
So apologies if things are a little bit jittery. I am really trying to fight this wind to keep all the footage stable. I mean, it's usually when we get 30 ops that we get pretty good winds.
For 413, turn right on runway 4, taxi towards your gate, contact ground point 9er. Runway 4, point 9 Delta 413.
And here is Delta with the A321neo. I love these aircraft. Had the opportunity to fly on the 321neo for the first time back in early May when we took the show out on the road to Los Angeles. Had an amazing flight on board the A321neo. One of the best flights I ever took was on this particular aircraft. So if you're flying anywhere and you have the opportunity to catch a Delta 321neo, please do it. Do yourself and maybe whoever you're traveling with a favor, book some tickets on the 321neo. Super quiet, super comfortable. The engines sound amazing. Peter Enright, thanks so much for tuning in today. Good to see you. Also, Mike Stellix is from La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's a wonderful part of the state, La Crosse.
Delta 2113, Minneapolis ground. Expect runway 30 left, taxi via Papa.
Sun Country departing with the 737-900 ER. Sun Country's really getting some good use out of those aircraft.
5110, give word of the Delta off your right. They're
And
going
why not?
slightly further downfield than you, then turn into your gate.
Lee Harris, thanks for tuning in today. Lee says, put on your seatbelt on the ladder, Alex. If only I had a seatbelt. Track JJ also says, hi, Alex. Hey, Track JJ, good to have you with us.
25 minutes ground, pushback approved, runway 30 right.
Approved 30 right, 1925.
Delta 2113, that traffic on Papa will be turning into Echo 2 shortly. There will be no factor.
44-7. Good day.
Roslini 92, good to have you with us today. Says any 787, 74s, there's 777s landing today. We will have our Air France 777 from Paris later this evening. So that is a pretty firm guarantee. They are in the air right now. So unless anything bizarre happens, we're going to get our Air France 777 today.
Sun Country 657, runway.
So KLM, they departed just before we went live to air. I was working on some last minute things that came up that kind of set the stream back a little bit for today. Because usually we start going live at around 2:30 in the afternoon. So KLM, they brought the bigger 787-10 Dreamliner in today. They will also bring the 7810 in next week.
Behind you.
They're going to be bringing the 777 on Sunday when we'll be live next. So KLM, they have upped the ante with the capacity on their flights from Amsterdam to Minneapolis in return. And not just upping the equipment, they've also increased the frequency from 3 days a week to now 5 days a week, it looks like, for the time being.
Southwest 2962, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved, 30 left. Pushback approved, 30 left, by next 60. Minneapolis ground, Sun Country 395 without Sun Country 395, runway 30 left, taxi Charlie 1, Charlie Whiskey. Sun Country 395, 30 left, get Charlie 1, Charlie Whiskey. Right at Mike, taxi via Alpha, kind of ground on point niner. Like Alpha, ground point niner.
Somebody's car alarm's going off in the parking lot.
1028, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left.
Also, we have a big membership celebration that we got to give a shout out to here real quick. Steve Londonby, a member for 15 incredible months. Thank you so much, Steve. 15 months. Wow, says Steve. I've loved every minute of it. Looking forward to many more. Hoping to get back to MSP sometime soon. Looking forward to having you back, Steve, and connecting with you and spotting with you again. Last time it was a pleasure. All right, let's go switch and get our next departure. It's just been nonstop today.
Give word to your company there at Alpha, and when you have a chance, contact your company they're looking for. 2113 will give way on Alpha, and then Alpha.
Sean Bramlett, thanks for the heads up. Sean says, I'm still coming soon. Been sick here. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. That's just the worst, especially getting sick in the summertime. Daniel Palberi says hello from Dusseldorf. Hey, Daniel.
Final, Airbus, winds 26019.
Welcome to Minneapolis. So great to have you on board with us today. Happy Friday. Chalet de Forza, so good to see you today. So just saw UPS flight from Louisville to Anchorage fly over us at 36,000 feet. Pretty cool. I love those flyovers. We do have some spotty cloud cover out here at the field. We might see some flyovers later today, so thanks for the reminder. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. All right, Sean Bramlett also celebrating a membership anniversary today for 5 months. Thanks so much, Sean. Alex, you're my favorite plane spotting channel. Well, thanks, Sean. Means a lot to me and the wonderful folks that I have teamed up with along the way to produce live aviation content here from Minneapolis, St. Paul. We have a pretty unique spot within the world of aviation. Goodness gracious, this wind is unrelenting.
Southwest 2962, runway 30 left, taxi Delta with.
Alex, stop complaining about the wind. It's a little bit of a challenge when you're up here on a ladder.
720, runway 30 right.
It's nothing I can't handle, but it's, to be honest, it's a little annoying after a while. But boy, does it make for some pretty interesting landings. Had quite a few crabs today with some of the arrivals coming in. Catch the CRJ departing here.
Delta 2062 after the Air Canada taxi in. Delta 2113. We're going to need a few minutes to pull out of everyone's way. Delta 2113, roger. Join Bravo when you're able and short of
Dustin Sinclair says howdy from North Dakota. Good to have you on board today, Dustin. Happy Friday, by the way. Getting a nice, steady dose of wind out here from the viewing area. Boy, it's gusty. Making for some fun arrivals, I'll tell you what. And because of the wind shear, we already had a go-around earlier this afternoon before we went live to air. So we're also on go-around watch with the wind conditions that are out on the field today.
Sochi 1925 Minneapolis Tower, traffic's 3 mile final at Charlie, cross runway 30 left, continue Charlie Papa, monitor ground 29ers, the other side.
Charlie ground 30 left, Charlie Papa. Minneapolis ground, pushback approved. Push approved, 93.
Discuss 4236, turn left, join Papa, contact ground, 1.9er.
Delta 2208, give way to the CRJ off of runway 30 right.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a marvelous day out here with the periodic cloud cover to give us some shade, and the wind feels so incredible out here with the summer weather. Now, it's a little bit of a challenge to work in, but boy, does it feel amazing out here. I wish I could share it with all of you wherever you're watching from this afternoon.
Ground 23, ready to move. 23.
All right, let's get to our next arrival here.
Kilo 3, cross runway 17, then Lima.
Yeah, they are definitely crabbing.
Kilo 3, cross runway 17, join Lima, cross runway 4, 23.
Look at this. How cool is that? There's a lot of crabbing going on today. You'd think that you were at a Red Lobster.
Section 395 Minneapolis Tower, runway 30 left, line up away, chest about a 5 mile final, Boeing 737, wind is 26017, gust 31.
Lynn Thorson, good to see you today. This is afternoon. Alex from Owatonna, Minnesota. Afternoon, Lynn. Happy Friday. Excited the weekend's here. I'm excited for the weekend being here as well. We should have an amazing stretch of weather here this weekend. And we're going to get in on it this Sunday. KLM's bringing their 777.
Turn right, taxi towards your gate, contact ground on point 9er.
Also have our cargo heavies on Sunday. I mean, if you're going to spot during the weekends here at MSP, please get out on Sunday. No Discover on Sunday, but that's all right. We'll be spotting live on Monday as well. So we're looking at starting next week off with a couple of back-to-back shows.
Delta 2521, taxi Charlie, correction, Delta and Papa. Delta and Papa, that's 2521.
Dean Stringer says good morning from New Zealand. Good morning to Dean. Good afternoon here from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Amazing footage as usual, guys. Just scroll back and you're delighted to see the Metroliner taxi past. Love those birds. We do as well here from MSP. That's a daily thing, and it happens all the time. And we're fortunate, too, because it's a slice of classic aviation that you don't really see too many places outside of the Twin Cities. Sun Country ripping it out of here off the South Parallel in the simplified titles livery.
Departure heading 300, CS, country 395.
Boy, that livery is becoming harder and harder to come by.
1476 Minneapolis ground, pushback is approved for runway 30 right. Pushback for 30 right.
Boy, we're just going to have some incredible departure shots today. Look at all the awesome cloud cover that we get in the background, too. How cool is that? This is like the perfect backdrop for catching the action today. Partly cloudy. Love it when it's like this.
165 Heavy Minneapolis Tower, wind is 26018, gust 31, runway 30 left, cleared to left. 645, turn left here at Delta or no delay off at Charlie. Join Whiskey, contact ground point 9er.
Say that again, 5145.
Eastern Air Express sneaking in.
Okay, turn left at runway 22, then join Whiskey, no delays, the exit.
22 and then Whiskey.
And don't delay the exit.
818 November X-ray, fly runway heading, runway 30 left.
No, they're all good.
Jazz 720, runway 30 right, line of await, winds 26017, gust 31.
Gusting 31 knots. Goodness me. Well, after some pretty strong gusts earlier, I can confirm, yep.
Ground,
Well, that just means we get an entertaining afternoon of landings. And evening as well. It's supposed to taper off a little bit more into the evening.
Turn left, join Papa, ground off point 9er. Heavy traffic over position, going 737. Copy 157. Jazz 720, turn right heading 340, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 2962 Minneapolis Tower, 930 left, line up away, traffic's 4.5 miles.
Shad, good to see you today. Happy Friday. So great to have you on board with us for some live plane spotting at Minneapolis, St. Paul on a pretty windy Friday. We have wind gusts now reported at the field. And you just heard it on frequency as well of over 30 knots.
260 over departure, November.
It's been a great big windbag today here at Minneapolis.
2272, turn right at Charlie, taxi towards your gate, contact ground on point 9er.
Charlie towards the gate, ground point 9, Delta 2272.
Southwest 2962, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, cleared for takeoff.
Left turn 280, runway 30 left, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 2962. Alpha 2272 Minneapolis, contact you Bravo Delta short of Charlie Prime for the Alpha.
Matt Binford, so good to see you today. Thanks for checking in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Watching and enjoying the show from the orthopedic capital of the world, Warsaw, Indiana. Wow, awesome. Yeah, I know the state of Indiana has just gotten rocked with severe weather, especially last night.
Delta 1555 Minneapolis ground pushback is approved.
So I hope you guys are hanging in there with all that the sky is thrown at you, really, for much of the spring and now even into the summer.
South 2962, turn left heading 260, contact emergency.
Left turn 260, departure 72962, good day.
Searching 170 after Saturday 301, line of way, traffic 6 mile final is a Gulfstream, winds 27015, district 1. 301, 1, 10.
Delta 2272 after your company, I can taxi him.
After company, we'll taxi Delta 2272.
Delta 165 heavy, turn right, join Alpha, contact ground point 9er.
Right, join Alpha, ground point 9, Delta 165.
165 heavy with an X Northwest A330-300 making the right-hand turn on Alpha 8 to exit 30 left. And they went for the long roll on arrival today.
Section 107, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, cleared for takeoff.
And they're wasting no time on the taxi to whatever gate they've been assigned to today. We'll see if they go to Concourse F or Concourse G. My bet is on Concourse G. There we go. Gordon bringing out the A330 emojis and the red tail emojis as well. We have the red tail emojis in here to salute the ex-Northwest aircraft that are flying proudly in the Delta fleet. Minneapolis-St. Paul used to be home base for one of the world's largest airlines. Can you guess what it was? Northwest. So it used to be the home base for Northwest Airlines from 1926 up until 2010, when the merger between Northwest and Delta was finalized.
Tower 30 left, clear to line with 26016. Section 107, turn left heading 260, connect departure, see ya.
260 departures, country 107, good day. Delta 165 heavy, it looks like your gate is still occupied.
Yep.
I'll
work on the dark side.
turn right at Alpha 7 and hold short of runway 30 left.
Oh no! Their gate's
Right
occupied.
Alpha 7 and hold short of 30 left, Delta 165 heavy. Delta 165 heavy, would you be able to left 180 to join Bravo instead? Stand by. Left 180 join Bravo, or just sashay over to Bravo right here? Oh yeah, it'd be a left turn to join Bravo if you're able. We could do that yeah, right here we could do that. Delta 165 heavy. Delta 165 heavy, thanks, that'd be better. Left turn Bravo, cross runway 4, and then parking spot 7 of the runway 12 left de-ice pad. I'm sorry, 12 right de-ice pad, and I'll get you going from there. Ground Delta 165 heavy, sorry about that. We cannot take Bravo with the wingspan. Can we go back to Alpha 7? I'd make a 180 and rejoin Alpha, if you would please, Delta 165 heavy. Are you able to do that? What exactly do you mean? On the runway, go down, make a 180, or make a 180 here? Just if you can use the ramp area there off your left to make a left 180 and then back onto Alpha. I'll just keep Bravo clear for you. I can do that, so I don't want to use that. Thank you.
So it looks like they're going to go to the penalty box.
9-4 Mike.
So this has sort of been a constant occurrence this summer for everybody. And Concourse G can only take so many wide-body aircraft before its fault. So we are currently looking at Delta 165 Heavy. Finding out that the gate it was supposed to arrive at is occupied.
Delta
And working with
Heavy now on Alpha.
MSP Tower to make a U-turn and head this way over to the runway 12 right de-ice pad.
I just pull into spot 7 in the de-ice pad via Alpha. Okay, on Alpha, cross runway 4 and spot 7 on the de-ice pad, Delta 165 Heavy.
Dream Spinner 3MN, what's up?
1555, runway
Good to see you
30
back,
right,
buddy.
taxi
This is
via
good
Papa.
afternoon. What a windy day, I know. But it's provided quite a bit of entertaining
Never
arrivals for us to indulge in.
Back approved, runway 30 right.
And including this one here, Delta 165 Heavy. So 165, they rolled long on the landing, exited Alpha 8, and they were thinking, all right, we're going to get in to our assigned gate over at Concourse G, only to find out that their gate's occupied. They have to make a U-turn, and they're going to go park on the de-ice pad, a.k.a. the penalty box, until they can figure out their gate situation, or until that gate opens up.
Coast 4330 Minneapolis ground taxi via Papa.
So this is not the only A330 to do this today. Discover actually had the same thing happen to it shortly after its arrival into Minneapolis. And Discover was waiting for a long time, probably over an hour.
Whiskey 6, monitor .9. Good night, 686 Bravo.
Coast 4331 Minneapolis ground.
How you get to the gate?
Wait for the CRJ off your left. Behind them, runway 30 right. Taxi via Papa.
There we go. How about that? Such an iconic look. MSP Tower with the Delta A330, Northwest lineage.
2150 Minneapolis Tower, winds 28017, gust 24, runway 30 left, clear to left.
30 left.
Gusting 2/4. The winds are coming down a little bit now. So we got some more BizJet traffic making its way in here to Minneapolis, St. Paul.
That was 2113.
2113 Minneapolis Tower.
Yeah, we are ready.
Dream Spinner 3MN says, my husband says hello too. Well, hello to your husband, Dream Spinner 3MN. Thanks for tuning in.
Number 442 Whiskey Tango, turn left at Delta, no delays, you exit traffic's a mile and a half out, so left on Whiskey to signature, monitor ground.
So who's ready for the weekend, everybody? What plans do we got this weekend? Feel free to share in the comments. I know that I'm probably going to pop over to the Flight Sim Expo maybe tomorrow. And then we'll be live on Sunday.
2415 Minneapolis Tower, 930 left, clear to land, winds 27017, gust 24. Till 2113, array 30 left, line up away, traffic's 5 miles final, Boeing 737.
Runway 30 left.
United 2150, traffic holding in position, Airbus.
Copy, United 2150.
On 2981, turn right on Mike, join Alpha, contact ground on point 9er.
Alright, right on Mike and then turn Alpha on ground point 9, Delta 2981.
Dream Spinner 3MN says yard work, some barbecue. That's a good plan. Should probably make some barbecue items this week. I got some brats. Do some grilled onions, grilled brats, maybe some sauerkraut, some salad on the side, or even some grilled asparagus. Always sounds good. And of course, it's that time of year.
Right, text via Papa.
Norm 111 says sous vide a big old steak. Oh, nice. Boy, I'm sure that's going to turn out lovely when it's done. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of good things I could go for right now. LZ Goalie 35 says your brat season is here. Indeed it is. Those are the best too.
9 Minneapolis ground traffic skipping way to you. Turn left on Papa, cross runway 4, what's the gate? Left on Papa, cross runway 04.
I really like the ones that are stuffed with cheddar.
Shamrock 989, what's your gate number? Sorry, Echo 3. Roger, text via Papa, Charlie 6.
All right, looks like the Irish are here. Aer Lingus, the call sign of Shamrock. Check it in with the ground controller. Gate Echo 3 is the assigned gate for Aer Lingus.
And a wind check for Delta 2415 is 27013, gust 24, and 30 left, you are cleared to land.
20 left, clear to land, thanks for the wind check.
And there is Shamrock coming in from Dublin with the A321 XLR.
Contact the Delta and Papa.
So Aer Lingus is daily.
United 2150, make it Delta in Quebec. Delta, Quebec.
All right, so they're going to hitch a right here.
89, if you turn left to Charlie.
And they are going to make their way to Echo 3 in the alley. Oh, wow. Yeah. Jeff Faviano tuning in. Hey, Jeff. Jeff Faviano, pretty prominent simulator streamer. Love your simulator gameplay, by the way, Jeff. So glad you could tune in to some Minneapolis St. Paul Airport spotting. We go live about a few days a week. Typically on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. Oh, nice. We got a 757 here. Our next arrival on runway 30 left. So runway 12 right, 30 left, a.k.a. the south parallel. This is the busiest runway here at MSP. Also handles 99% of the heavy traffic with all of the wide-body aircraft. We'll see Air France later tonight. And we'll also get to see the Delta Queen of the fleet with the A350, 2 AMS. 152 heavy to Paris with A330. UPS and FedEx will also be making a cameo today, I think. I know UPS is on the docket. The FedEx is not. Apologies, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've done a Friday.
Is it okay if we go on the runway, Delta 2415?
Sure, Delta 2415.
Yeah, me too.
Runway 4, taxi towards your gate.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Runway 4 and ground plane, that's towards the gate, Delta 2415. Have a good day. Delta 2415, joining Alpha for Golf 19. Delta 2415, Minneapolis, contact the Alpha to the gate. Alpha to the gate, Delta 2415, good day. Good day. Sun Country 3033, Minneapolis ground, pushback is approved, expect runway 30 left. Push 30 left, that's
Delta 1853, Minneapolis Tower, winds 27012, gust 24, runway 30 left, clear to land.
Clear land, 30 left, Delta 1853.
I was about to do the same.
Ops 49, that traffic's about 12 miles per hour.
Roger,
Yeah, I just try and make it clean, straightforward. I don't try and Yeah, if you want to come on. Yeah, if you want to come on and say hello.
Your volume's right here.
American 2157, Echo 15, push.
All right, everybody, we're going to bring on a special guest to our program today. He's here for Flight Sim Expo 2026 here at MSP. Jeff Fabiano, welcome, Jeff.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's been awesome out here.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a little confused about the A330 that landed there. I didn't notice an arrival. I thought it was maintenance going over there to do engine runs.
So, and we heard on frequency, Jeff, that they, after they rolled long, exited on Alpha 8. They went over to Concourse G and found that their gate was occupied.
I had a feeling that's what it was. Yeah, they were not having a gate when they got here.
So now they got to sit, they got to call company, and they got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. Yeah, the expo's been really good so far. This is the first time they've done a Friday exhibit. They open up at 4:30, and then tomorrow and the next day are the big days that everybody's doing everything. But today was a lot of previews for the most part.
That's wonderful. So what do you think about plane spotting here in Minneapolis? When you showed up to the viewing area here for the first time, what was your initial reaction?
The fact that it exists, because in St. Louis back in the day, what really made me fall in love with aviation was going up and watching the 72s, TWA 72s come in, because we had a viewing area. And in St. Louis, we don't have it anymore. So seeing this is pretty darn cool. Yeah, it's super clean. It was easy to get to.
I'm glad you like it.
Minneapolis Tower, caution wave turbulence.
So how long are you going to be in town here?
Until Sunday evening. I'll fly out Sunday evening.
Sunday evening, all right.
Yeah. Got the 321 landing?
Yeah, I got Delta's A3, I think it's A320.
Oh, just a normal A320. Look at that.
Yeah, ex-Northwest Airlines, so all of Delta's A319s and A320s were inherited from the Northwest fleet at the merger from 2008 to 2010.
Roger, and I don't expect it to change.
No, very cool. Yeah, I pop in and watch your streams from time to time. So
hey, thank you.
We pulled up here and we saw you up there. I was like, holy crap, look at that. You got this going on. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great day to take advantage of plane spotting. Of course, you got the wind out, which has made things pretty interesting. We're on go-around watch for the entire day because we had a Sun Country 737 go around just before we got started, and you could hear, and I had the scanner on, so I could hear what was going on and everything. But they basically said, all right, yeah, Sun Country, we're on the go, and you could hear going off in the cockpit. Yeah, they had that wind shear warning go off.
Ah, okay.
I think there were gains and losses at about around 10 knots.
Yeah. We got Southwest on the roll.
2462 Minneapolis Tower, 930 left, clear to land.
That's who I came up here with. It was the first time I've ever been through the Humphrey terminal, which was really, really nice.
Oh, hey, check this out. I think this is UPS.
Oh, 7-4.
Yeah, I think they sent us a 7-4 today.
7-4.
2157 30 right.
Yeah, that's a big 7-4 there.
SkyWest 182 Juliet, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved.
So we'll see if we'll get a mic taxi. So the 747s have been known to do that, Jeff. They're about 300 feet away when they taxi by us on mic.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw where DHL parks, and I feel bad for them. That's a heck of a taxi after landing.
Runway 30 left, taxi Lima, Lima 3, cross runway 4, and then cross runway 17.
Oh, yeah, nicely done.
All correct.
Oh, that is so cool.
Well, we'll see where they end up. If they have a follow-me vehicle, they can take Mike, but I don't think they are. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, he's doing it right now. Left on Mike. Oh, yeah, right there.
Yes, they're going to do it.
All right.
The 747-8 on taxiway Mike. This is one of the rarest things to see here at MSP, Jeff.
Oh, and we're here for it.
There you go. Welcome to Minneapolis.
Absolutely incredible.
All right, everybody, let's get the taxiway mic emojis out here and the 747 emojis.
509 Minneapolis Tower, winds 27014, gust 23, runway 30.
Working in air
clear to land.
logistics as many years as I did. We worked with the 7-4s a lot.
Oh, nice.
For MotoGP and for F1.
74714 Minneapolis ground, runway 30 left, taxi Papa, Charlie, Alpha.
That was the APU that just fired up there.
Yep.
You could hear it come to life.
So 2483, turn right, taxi towards the gate, kind of ground on point 9, runway 4 spill.
Right, turn point 9, go. Via Lima, Lima 3, cross runway 4, then Delta, and Whiskey, cross runway 17.
NASCAR God 60, thanks so much for tuning in today. It says, man, that thing is massive.
Oh, yeah, it's humongous.
So, Jeff, was that the closest encounter that you've had with the 747?
No.
Okay,
I've worked
so
with them. I've been inside
that's
them
right.
a few times.
But that taxi, that is one of the big highlights. If you're ever out here, that's like the best thing to see.
Yeah. No, that's cool. What a treat. Very cool. Well, I appreciate you having me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on. And
yeah. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. We'll see you around.
All right. Thanks so much, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely.
SkyWest Southwest 182 Juliet, runway 30 right, taxi Papa.
South 2528 Minneapolis Tower, winds 27012, gust 21, runway 30 left, clear to land. Not sure if the ground guy told you so, 2971 7 minutes, I can let you go. Southwest 2971. Affirmative. 2462, turn right here on runway 4, taxi towards your gate, count ground point 9er.
Lieutenant Core, over to ground point 9, Delta 2462. Tower line 509, just want to verify, cruise land 30 left.
509 confirmed.
Put you on runway 4, gate is Foxtrot 10. Delta 2462, Minneapolis ground, taxi via Alpha. Yeah, Alpha Delta 2462.
Yeah, right? So, hit a misery. Aren't they sending a well, I'll let you guys get back here.
41, American 2157, you can cut the corner there to join Papa behind the CRJ.
Very nice to meet you.
Okay, cut the corner behind the CRJ, very good corner. Coast 4462, runway 30 right, taxi via Papa. Well, Alaska 510, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved, runway 30 right.
So there you go, everybody. Jeff Faviano here for Flight Sim Expo, one of the amazing community contributors to the world of flight sim and train sim as well. Just honored to have him as a featured guest. And I think the big thing for him, and really just that whole group, when they came out here, RJ, they got to see UPS come in from Louisville with the 747-8, and they got to see one of the most unusual, probably the rarest movement at MSP Airport, a 747-8 on taxiway Mike.
Oh, gosh. And I'm glad I got out here in time, too.
Appreciate everyone coming on today for our live plane spotting broadcast.
2006, Minneapolis ground, Delta 6, taxi via Papa.
Bus 509, turn right at Mike, taxi towards your gate, contact ground on point 9er.
Right on Mike, towards the gate, ground point 9, last 509.
David Zeising, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, says hello from Phoenix. Hey Dave, welcome to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Great to have you on board on this Friday afternoon.
Looks like an XTHL AVX. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Ground left, 509, clear of 30 left, now on Mike, head to Echo 2. Alaska 509, Roger, taxi via Mike, Quebec, hold short of runway 4, company's just pushing. Mike, Quebec, hold short, runway 4, Alaska 509.
So there you go. Happy Friday, everybody. Get the 747-8 texting on Mike. Special guest appearance by YouTube streamer or simmer extraordinaire Jeff Faviano. So he is in town along with some of the other well-distinguished members of the sim gaming community as a part of the Flight Sim Expo 2026 going on this year in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota at the River Center.
And you know what, Alex? I totally forgot about that. This was going on, and it was this weekend. Until you mentioned it earlier. It's like, oh, yeah. So.
Yep. And Jeff, you're welcome, says, thanks for having me all, and what a sight seeing that 747. I know, that's what we come out here for. It's those experiences that keep the local Av geeks entertained and coming back for more here from the viewing area. So we're going to go swing over to our right and catch our next arrival.
86, Minneapolis ground, taxi via Papa.
Wind check for you, 26011, gust 21.
And Sun Country stealing the spotlight per usual. So Sun Country stealing the thunder away from this arriving A220. So that Sun Country 737 is a departure that has just joined it. Taxiway Whiskey en route to 30 left.
Turn right at Delta towards your gate, kind of ground on point 9er. Delta towards gate, down point 9, Delta 25.
Alaska 510, runway 30 right, taxi via Hoppa.
So Darren, good to have you on board today. Asking, what exactly is taxiway, Mike? Sorry, still new to this. That's okay. So taxiways are given letter designations, and they're addressed or referred to in the NATO phonetic alphabet. So you have W for whiskey and M for Mike. So the taxiway that runs next to the viewing area and at its closest point from the center line to the fence, 300 feet away, is given the designation Taxiway Mike. So the 747 that just taxied close to us, when it exited the runway, got off on Taxiway Mike, took Taxiway Tango to their ramp. Hope that explains it for you. Oh, nice. We got the bare metal retro livery on the move for American Airlines.
1147 Minneapolis ground taxi park via Papa Cross runway 4.
So they are making their way over here. They're going to depart 30 left, I think. How cool is this? Get a nice taste of how things used to look like around American Airlines' neck of the woods. I love the bare metal retro livery.
So is that your name for it, or is that what the name it was actually given?
Name it was given.
Turn left heading 260.
So look at that. We got a taste of the classics here today. The Queen made a visit this week. And stick around on the show. We're going to show you some of the footage from last night as Lufthansa diverted from Frankfurt to Chicago here to Minneapolis due to inclement weather in the Chicago area with an A340-300 and Lot Polish from Warsaw. Also bit the dust and had to divert to Minneapolis last night. We'll show you the stunning arrival footage.
Yeah, and Alex, I thought we were going to potentially get a third diversion because there was an Aer Lingus flight. I think they were coming in from Dublin, also trying to get into O'Hare last night, and they circled, maybe 3 times. And I thought they may have ended up making their way here, but they did get back around on their last circle and then headed to O'Hare and managed to get in. So. Not to be. And it was a A330.
2400, turn right on runway 4, taxi towards the gate, kind of ground on point 9er. Off on the runway 4 and ground point 9, taxi to the gate, up to 2400. 2936 Minneapolis Tower.
All right, Delta 2400 going to hitch a right here.
Sanction 3033, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left.
And if you're just tuning in, welcome to Minneapolis St. Paul International on this fabulous Friday for live plane spotting. Alex Redding, RJ being happy to keep you company with all of the non-stop plane spotting action that we've had the pleasure of indulging in here this afternoon. And we got a pushback as well. I believe this is Delta 152 for Paris.
Yep. Delta 2400, once the heavy push downfield is out of the way.
And it's an ex-Northwest A330-300. I know you're excited about that one, RJ.
Oh, always.
Delta 171 heavy Minneapolis ground, push approved, 30 left.
Ha!
Okay,
Delta 171 heavy to Seoul delayed, but finally on their way out of here. They are cleared to push back for their departure runway, and as it's assigned, a runway 30 left. So that's runway Primera is departing on right now.
Alex, they're a wee bit late. They had a 1:35 scheduled departure time, and it's currently now, what, about 10 after 5.
Okay, so we got some connection. We're trying to help them out. Thank you. Yep, I believe.
But at least they're going.
Start moving in about 5 minutes.
They are.
Okay.
Wow, that was a really cool departure. They were really up there.
They were up extremely fast, Alex, and with the flight number of that particular aircraft, would that be maintenance, charter, because flight number 9142.
Probably a maintenance flight, it would be my guess.
And when you look at that flight on flight radar, it says Minneapolis to Minneapolis.
Oh, they're going to take it up for a test flight. That was a test flight departure. How cool is that?
Because when I all of a sudden looked down towards the end of 30 left and they were already up, and as quick as they were, I immediately found them and pulled them up, and that was the first thing that I noticed.
Number 4714, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Taxi to Alpha. 30 left, Alpha 91. Delta 3113, ground taxi to Park via Charlie and Papa.
Delta 171 and now pushing back for Seoul Incheon International Airport with the mighty 350-900. This flight was supposed to have departed much earlier in the day today. And whatever they were dealing with, they had to,
Okay, just updated Charlie 12. Yep,
they had to get that sorted out.
Charlie Papa still good?
Could be a variety of different things. We'll never know.
Exiting Airbus 320 from the other payload.
But it's encouraging to see that the flight is still on for today, not canceled. All right, we're going to pass on the CRJ departure because we're going to get in position to catch our next arrival. Delta 2936 from Salt Lake. J-Ro Rorita Rodriguez, so good to see you today, my friend. Happy Friday. Thanks so much for tuning in here to Minneapolis, St. Paul live plane spotting.
Okay, right turn all the way around to Alpha. We'll cross runway 4 on Alpha, Delta 165 heavy. Thank you.
American 2122, Minneapolis Tower, traffic 4 mile final, runway 30 left, line away.
Go to gate, Charlie 2. Delta 2203, ground taxi, Park via Papa.
Darren Fleshman says, oh, okay, gotcha. Mike, like Alpha Whiskey, Hotel Papa, etc. I understand. Figured that's what it was after. I commented. Thank you for answering my question. Well, you're welcome, of course. Yeah, we love it when you guys ask questions. Now, I can't guarantee that I'll have the answer to every one of them, but I'll try my best. Finally, Delta 165 is out of the penalty box and on their way to the gate. They were waiting for an awfully long time on the 12 right de-ice pad.
Wait for 171, the wingtip to the clearest issue down there. Roger, Delta 165. Ground Delta 171 Heavy is ready to taxi. Delta 171 Heavy, Roger, runway 30 left, taxi via Alpha, join Alpha behind the 321. They're passing your right wing momentarily. Okay, taxi via Alpha, join behind the 321. Will be coming off our right side, Delta 171. You got it, 165 Heavies, give way to the 350 ahead to the left. Delta 165, we'll give way to 350. Delta 27 to 32, Minneapolis ground, you're going to wait for Charlie 12. departure American.
How cool was that? The bare metal retro getting airborne for Dallas-Fort Worth flight 21 to 22.
Delta 1036, Minneapolis ground, push approved, 30 left, company waits for the gate.
2121 Minneapolis Tower, approximately towards the heavy Airbus on a 3.5 mile final.
Look at that, we got an A350 on the right, A330-300 on the left.
Clear to land, 30 left,
And we'll have another A350 coming up,
23
departing
left,
for
turn on
Seoul.
Quebec,
We have
short
the
of
Amsterdam flight, I believe, on the...
Anyway, turn contact ground point matter for you.
Let me double check that real quick.
Bravo, clear passenger forward,
Wow, it's been a busy day today.
Ground sky was 4473, exiting off on Mike for Charlie 17.
That was 4473, turn right down Alpha, cross runway 4, then continue via Delta and Papa to the gate.
Turn right on Alpha, cross runway 4, Delta Papa to the gate.
Delta 170 Heavy, now on final approach from Seoul, South Korea.
And then it'll be short of
And it's with the
Charlie
Airbus
11,
A350-900. Boy, it's heavy o'clock. Boy, the 5 o'clock hour has just turned into wide body central.
The 160 heavy ground, you're going to wait for the 350 to pass the tail, then your push is approved. There's also a 330 parking at call 4, you caution. And that's 350, push approved for Delta 160 heavy. Delta 160 heavy, plan on 30 left, we'll work on a new heating. Delta 160 heavy. I'm sorry, no heating. And last phone again. 4923, tell you what, continue Papa past Charlie 11 gate, then rejoin Quebec. Division 1323, Minneapolis ground, runway 30 right for your departure today. You're going to taxi via Lima 7, cross runway 17, Yankee Whiskey, and then I'll have first. KL 5120, runway 30 right taxi, via Papa, you'll join Papa behind a Delta Embraer. You should see them behind you to the right at this time. 30 right, via Papa behind the Delta Embraer.
Delta 170 Heavy going long for the exit on Alpha 8.
Quebec, it'll be Quebec, Charlie, and Alpha. You'll give way to the Denver Air coming out from the Delta 2 area. Ground Delta 170 heavy. Ground Delta 170 heavy.
So Delta 152 Heavy, they are next in line for departure. Shortly behind them, we'll have Delta 171 to Seoul departing late, and then 160 Heavy is pushing back from Concourse G.
Delta 170 heavy, Minneapolis.
It is a heavy party here at the 5 o'clock hour for Minneapolis, St. Paul. Glad to have you with us today at MSP Live. Alex Redding, RJ Bean, keeping you company through today's live plane spotting action. If you're enjoying what you are seeing, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Easiest way to support the channel. And if you're enjoying all the wonderful action here from the Twin Cities at Minneapolis, St. Paul International today. And also big thanks to everybody that's hit that thumbs up button.
Yeah, you know, Alex, I completely forgot about 170. Lost track of the time of day, so it's kind of crazy that 170 is here before 171 has departed.
I don't think that's happened before.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So I was going to say, I cannot recall a specific time where Delta 171 departed after the arrival end touchdown at MSP. I've not seen that before.
1036, 30 left, taxi via Alpha.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but...
And just as a quick heads up, I haven't adjusted my phone from when that Sun Country maintenance flight went out. They may end up being back in here in about 16 minutes, according to what Flight Radar is saying, with the flight plan that they have filed. They're only up at about 15,000 feet. They're out west of here.
So Busy 1323, monitor tower 126.7. 267 is 23. Ocean,
I don't think you'll get that anywhere else other than MSP. A Metroliner passing in front of a
Ocean,
Delta A350.
Roger, 30 left is on request.
Affectionately known as, with what you like to call her.
And everybody else a Mosquito.
No, the 350.
Oh, I think you were talking about the Metroliner. Never mind.
No, the 350. Big sexy. No, we need to develop a list, you know, like a glossary of terms that everybody that likes to tune in so they know what we mean when you say certain things. You know, our own glossary.
All right, Delta 152 Heavy is lined up with the south parallel, and they are ready to rocket off to France.
1323 on Papa Cross runway 4, minus ground, point 9er.
Papa Cross 4.9, Mr. 23 today. CP Alpha. 30 left via Alpha, Delta 160. Delta 941.
So I'll tell you what, RJ, it's been an amazing day for spotting. It's sunny, partly cloudy. We've got a beautiful backdrop for all of our departures today out of Minneapolis. Just a smorgasbord of heavy action, mainly on the Delta side, but of course the Airbuses are always in style. A visit from the Queen and a close taxi on Mike. Air France is due in later today.
And we're not done yet.
We are far from over. There was no right turn there, RJ, at the moment. They just went straight out.
Yeah, they're making the turn now. They just were instructed to go a little further out before making that turn. So
all right,
yeah,
Delta 170. Now headed for the gate.
For now, fly runway heading.
Okay, runway heading, and I'm going to go Delta 2129 up to 3000.
Thank you.
Ocean 539 Heavy, wait for a Airbus 350 to park next door at Gulf 8. Then your push is approved for runway 30 left.
Oh, you're the best, thank you. We wait for aircraft parking at gate 8, and then push back to 330 left.
Correct. Thank you.
go around. Reported.
Localizer inbound. There was a bird strike over the runway, so we're going to have to do an inspection.
Oh,
so
no.
3000 track the localizer inbound. Going to have to send you around.
All right, so the go-around that has been reported, Delta Flight 2129 from Miami.
Charlie Papa.
Skywest 4167, yeah, let's speed up a little bit.
Alright, I'll give you like 4.
So 2129, turn left heading 280 for now, climb maintain 6000.
Heading 280, climb maintain 6000, Delta 2129. Tower back up.
Stop tower. Roger, what's over 30 left pose.
so traffic get behind you. Thank you. The 170 Heavy, do they have marshals out there for you?
Delta 170, we've got one on the right side, we're still waiting on one on the left.
Okay.
So, Alex, what does this do for the next arrival behind him? That's a SkyWest 4167 from St. Louis.
Delta 2129, turn left heading 260, and then contact
Just have to wait and see.
Okay, so I guess we could say what heads up. We could have a back-to-back go-around.
260, 124.7, Delta 2129.
I think they just might ask him to switch runways. If the option's available.
They're going up, Alex. I see them.
2 miles southbound is a Cessna 172 at 4,000.
Look for traffic, guys, quick.
They're above the cloud out there.
Thank you.
So we're gonna have 2
I'll have
go-arounds.
higher for you in just a second.
Sounds good.
Yep, there they are.
Yep, you found them. All right, so we've had 2 back-to-back go-arounds due to the reported bird issue.
Just have to have you in my dispersal area. So that was 4167. We just started turn to 280. Turn left heading 280.
Left heading 280, guys, 4167.
They're 4982 ground taxi park, get pop.
Yeah, they went right over the viewing area. Back-to-back go-arounds. I don't think that's ever happened on MSP Live, but it just did. So I believe, and RJ, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the first go-around was due to a possible bird strike.
That's what I heard.
So it looks like our heavy party's going to have to sit and wait out the runway inspection.
4167. Turn left heading 260 now.
Left heading 260, guys, 4167.
Pushback approved. Good to see you today. Says I just landed at MSP, but we landed on the north side. Good thing you came in on the north side because we had back-to-back go-arounds. One of the inbound 737s for Delta Airlines had to execute a go-around because of a reported bird strike. That was Delta 2129 from Miami. And then subsequently afterwards, SkyWest 4167 from St. Louis was on final approach for runway 30 left, and they had to abort the landing, and so they had to go around because of a runway inspection needed to be completed. And I don't think that they could switch that arrival from St. Louis to the north parallel in time, so they had to go around and they had to get back in line.
Yeah, Alex, I could see the flight coming in from St. Louis when the bird strike was originally reported. They would have been way too close to have been able to change to the north side. And Discover's pushing.
So Discover is headed out to Frankfurt today with the A330-300. I think, RJ, we're going to take a look at our first go-around. So Delta inbound from Miami having to go around because of a reported bird strike on final approach for runway 30 left. I'll tell you what, the wind has been causing a lot of challenges today for the pilots on approach into Minneapolis, but I guess also the birds are causing some mischief as well.
Discover heavy downfield and continue alpha as able.
Well, no worries, Alex. Olaf is not one of them. He's hiding in the back of my car watching. Too hot for him to fly today.
It's a bit windy, too.
Yes.
Via Charlie, hold short 30
He's a
left,
very
engage.
spoiled, rotten, snowy owl, so he doesn't have to. If he doesn't know how to fly, he doesn't have to.
Roger.
All right, here's our disco bus pushing back from G Concourse.
All in good fun. It's like Gordon and his two high-performance lapdogs, Daisy and Nikki.
And our friend Patrick saying hi. Hey, Patrick. Great to have you on board today. Happy Friday. Thanks so much for tuning in to Minneapolis St. Paul plane spotting. Also, our good friend Optimistic Mountain Landscape saying hi, Alex and RJ. How many diverted flights left MSP today meant for Chicago due to the bad weather yesterday?
Roger.
Well, we had 2 inbound arrivals, actually 3 yesterday. One of them was a United 757-300 that arrived and pushed back and departed during the daylight or the daytime hours. And then we had 2 evening arrivals that came over from Europe. Lot Polish from Warsaw and Lufthansa from Frankfurt. Lot Polish with the 787-8 Dreamliner and Lufthansa with an A340-300. Both of those aircraft are en route to Chicago O'Hare before declaring a diversion to Minneapolis. And I was on hand last night, and we caught the arrival of both.
Short of 30 left. They're checking for
And we will show that today.
off the runway. We're all short.
Yeah, looks like, Alex, all arrivals are being routed in, of course, at the moment, over on the north side on 30 right.
So there's our look at Discover Airlines. It's a notable flight alert for today. So they're 3 times weekly here to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Once the Discover does move out of the way, you'll continue Bravo on the other side of the tunnel.
So, Alex, I just noticed and found we have Air France inbound, due in 8 minutes.
We got Air France inbound, everybody, with a 777.
Thank you.
It's another notable flight alert for today.
Charlie 1 cross 30 left.
And they are a little behind, but not as much as they have been. They are still actually scheduled in on time with the time that they've made up en route.
3081 Minneapolis ground.
And we'll see what happens with their arrival with this situation with the south parallel runway being closed at the moment.
3081 Roger, your push is approved. You plan on 30 left for your departure. 30 left departure, push approved. 4 heavy, Minneapolis ground, you gotta wait for the aircraft under tow.
We might actually get to see them.
They might have given you enough room. Your push has been approved. After the tow, push is approved.
So right now we are currently awaiting our south parallel runway to finish inspection because of a bird strike that caused a go around on an inbound Delta flight from Miami. And as a result, runway's closed.
Hold short of Alpha 7, don't slow your rate. Actually, just for now, Charlie short of Alpha.
All right, Ops 47 performing the runway inspection.
Super 4 heavy reposition via Alpha. Via Alpha, go ahead. And what has been on heavy, maybe switch lanes already on Ocean 539 heavy affirmative. You can just taxi cross to the Alpha taxiway.
Officer 7, Roger, will show it open, and thanks for the report.
All right, I think our south parallel runway is now open for business.
171 heavy at Minneapolis Tower, fly runway heading, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, runway heading, clear for takeoff, 30 left, Delta 1.
All right, everybody, 30 left, now open for business. We're good to go.
Crossing wake turbulence for the heavy Airbus departing ahead, runway 30 left, line up and wait.
Roger, out to the gate, we'll give way to close to it.
Ken Foster, thanks for tuning in today, Ken. So it's good to meet you today, Alex. Likewise. Talked to you while you were trying to set up. Yeah, I remember as well. Good to connect with you again. Always appreciate the company. All right, so I think Delta 171 is ready to go. Since we got our south parallel runway opened up. All right, everybody, it's 8:350 time. Time to turn up the volume as the Queen of the Delta Fleet is getting ready to thunder into the air for Seoul, South Korea.
Heavy turn right heading 340, contact the hotel.
Right to 340, heading over to departure, Delta 171 heavy.
Alpha Tower, I need your help. Turn left at Alpha 2. And then a right turn on Alpha, and then on Alpha, hold turn to Alpha 1. I just need to get these heavy departures out as soon as possible.
All right. Next departure, Delta 1036 to Atlanta.
Heavy Airbus.
So we're back in business.
Yes, we are. We are certainly back in business, RJ.
Delta, Alpha, Alpha 5, hold short, runway 30 left.
That's good because, yeah, we do have some heavy departures. I know I just heard him mention that they're trying to get them airborne.
Line up and wait.
And Air France is on the downwind, so they have not made their turn for final just yet.
Oh, that's right, too.
Yep.
So we're going to get Air France with a 777. We're going to get Delta going with the Airbus A350 to Amsterdam, Delta 160 Heavy. And then behind them, Discover to Frankfurt with the A330-300.
So 160 Heavy, turn right heading 340, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 340.
Ocean 539 Heavy, Minneapolis Tower, approximately close to the Heavy Airbus departing ahead, runway 30 left, line up and wait.
0 departure, Delta 36.
Engine 34 Minneapolis Tower on Quebec, cross runway 422.
Ground, turn left on Quebec, taxi Quebec Delta. Quebec Delta, 44. And Gulf Stream 0, Gulf Lima, monitor tower 126. 338 on Whiskey, you'll cross runway 4. Cross runway 4 on Whiskey, Sun Country 3081.
Text headed 340, contact departure here.
Heading 340, switch in, have a good day, Delta 130 heavy.
Okay. Java 4923, taxi up to hold short runway 30 left, thanks for your help. Ocean 539 heavy, fly runway heading, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
All right, and now it's Discover's turn.
4923 Minneapolis Tower, traffic 11 mile final, caution returns for the heavy departing ahead. Traffic will also cross downfield, runway 30 left and line up and wait.
All right, Ocean 539er Heavy. Now headed back to Frankfurt. We're going to get a mic taxi.
Yep, Smurf jet.
Boy, it is just madness here on this Friday.
From 930 Golf Lima, Minneapolis Tower, traffic is holding in position at Alpha 5, cross runway 30 left, taxi into signature.
Cross 30 left, Alpha 5,
Then 539, turn right, heading 340, and contact departure. Have a safe flight.
Ocean 3, collection 539, heading 340, departure, bye-bye. Whiskey behind you, is at 1234.
I just love that. Bye-bye. So Discover is out of here. How about that, RJ?
Yep, and Air France is on final. They are in sight.
Boy, it's just non-stop. 5 o'clock has been quite the jack-in-the-box as far as surprises go.
Runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Back-to-back go-rounds. Trifecta of heavy departures, 2 A350s and a 330.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I think the partridge is Air France, and I think, well, what's the pear tree gonna be?
Well, I don't know. I just threw that out there, and I was just thinking too, Alex. The 2 flights that we had to go around, where are they? Did they make it in?
Yeah, I think they made it in. I just think that they were vectored for the north side.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Wind 240 at 10, gust 20, runway 30 left, third land. Caution return
That would have made
follow the
total
heavy
sense.
777 on a 4 mile final.
All right, everybody, it is now time to fix our attention to the French. Boeing 777 200 ER is the assignment on Air France 088 Heavy. Now, they say Bigfoot doesn't exist, but around here it does. It's a nickname given to the 777 because of its humongous triple bogey landing gear.
Yeah, that's one item on that aircraft that will give it away if you're not sure. Look at the wheels.
Just look for the big engines as well, the GE90s.
Oh, they're massive.
Minneapolis Tower, wind 240 at 11, gust 21, runway 30 left, clear north.
30 left for landing range, 730.
Plan 088, the runway is available. If able, turn right, runway 4, contact launch flight data.
Always turn right on runway 4 and 1.9 direction, so 086 flight.
Bye-bye.
Ground Goodison International 088 taking on runway 4.
Air France 088 Heavy, ground taxi to Park via Alpha.
We taxi to the Park via Alpha, Air France 088.
Now, let's see what gate Air France is going to go to over at Concourse G. I'm going to wager my bet on Gulf 3. It's been a pretty frequent gate assignment for them.
Is it currently empty?
I think it might be. Which is why I'm venturing to guess it might be Gulf 3.
P9142, turn left, and then taxi.
All right, let's take another look at our Air France 777 coming in via instant replay. We haven't done a whole lot of these today. We bring these out a lot more when we have a south flow and we have landings in front of us on the 12 heading. You can also see quite a bit of shake and jitter from the camera. Boy, it is still quite ferociously gusty out here at the viewing area.
Yeah, WindSock will remind you of that.
Roger, I'm not showing a gate assignment for you.
We'll take another look.
For now, Delta shorter tango, let me know.
I mean, the wind has certainly died down a little bit.
For traffic will hold in position. Wind 250 at 11, gust 21, runway 30 left, third right.
Ha! And I think that I guessed correctly. Air France pulling into gate Gulf 3.
Ground, Sun Country 9142. We're going to park over at the hangar.
9142, Roger. Continue via Delta, Kilo 3.
That was that maintenance flight that we saw depart earlier for Sun Country. They are now back in and taxiing.
Okay, continue via Delta, Kilo 3, Lima cross, 17 cross 4 for Sun Country.
Yeah, they were out doing what they needed to do with that aircraft for 40 minutes.
Got to make sure that the systems are in order, especially after doing a major repair. Jerways, TGIF to you as well. And Jerway saying TGIF, everyone. 777 time. Agreed. Well, it's been quite the entertaining 5 o'clock hour.
Good for runway 439,
And despite the late start, it's been a great show today. We've got United. You got the UPS. I said United by mistake because United just came in with a Airbus 319. But we had UPS come in with a 747-8. They taxied on Mike, which is rare.
Runway 4 and Charlie 6.
Although it has been more common as of recent. And then we got back-to-back go-arounds. And then we had a trifecta of heavy departures that almost departed back-to-back-to-back. 2 Delta 350s and a Discover A330. Air France, they just arrived from Paris. Also, big thanks to our special guest and flight sim extraordinaire, Jeff Fabiano. Love watching his channel and all the sim gaming that he gets to do with Train Sim and Flight Sim and all the other games that he's checked out. His amazing work. Go check him out on his channel. Go sub to Jeff. And Jeff is here with a lot of other gaming and simulator creators this weekend for Flight Sim Expo 2026.
45, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff. Country 3081, turn for the left heading 260, and contact departure, see ya.
Heading 260 over departure, see ya, Country 3081.
And our good friend Daniel Swanson saying evening, everyone. Hey, Daniel.
Tower Delta 2982 with you, 30 left.
Delta 2982, Minneapolis Tower, wind 250 at 13, gust 21, runway 30 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 30 left, Delta 2982. Took 6, Minneapolis ground push approved.
Eastern Air Express departing the South Parallel.
And over to departure, Tyson 450.
Yeah, the call sign Tyson 45. Probably a charter for the Department of Homeland Security because that sounds like a government call sign. And we got an X Northwest 757-300. The Flying Pencil. And they're rolling along on the landing. They might be getting off here at Alpha 8.
Should be a familiar flight number, Alex.
Ah, Delta 914 from Los Angeles.
914, turn right, contact ground, point 900.
Turn, ground point 9 Delta 914. Ground Delta 914, clear and Alpha 8.
Delta 914, Minneapolis ground with the gate number.
Delta
914, taxi via Alpha Cross runway 4.
Alpha Cross 4 to
Daniel Saunders, so good to have you with us today. It says hello from Heathrow. We'll be seeing all these planes land in the morning. Have fun with that. Thanks so much for tuning in here to Minneapolis. I know that things are just starting to wind down or are winding down around your neck of the woods. Hope your Friday was treating you well. So far it is with us over here in the States. But a really fantastic day for plane spotting, gusty, all sorts of wild things happening, back-to-back go routes. Nonstop heavy departures and arrivals. And pretty much everything in between. These are the kind of shows that I really like. Steady flow of traffic.
That's 2019 off 30 right at Wall, Fox 15. 2019 Minneapolis ground taxi car to Papa Delta. Papa Delta to the gate, Delta 2019.
2696 Minneapolis Tower, wind 250 at 13.20, runway 30 left, 30 left. 2982, turn right, join Alpha Alpha Ground Point 9.
Alpha Ground Point 9, Delta 2982.
All right, next Northwest 8320. Making the right hand exit on taxiway Mike. Going to join Alpha to the gate.
Yeah, it kind of looked like they were a little bit on the brakes there, Alex. They wanted to try to make that turn.
Well, they made it just in time.
2982 on Alpha going to Golf.
Dream Spinner 3MN, you are very welcome. Yes, we have some amazing mods in the live chat, so don't think about trying anything in this live chat. The plane posse will have you. Or the plane posse will get you if you try and do any mischief in here. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with that too often. It's an amazing community here.
Yeah, from my time when I helped mod, for the most part.
Yep.
Push approved 308, Delta 1435.
And thank you for helping out with the body, by the way, RJ.
Oh,
big
yes.
thank you to you, and big thanks to all of our outstanding team of moderators. English is difficult for me today for some reason.
Maybe because you're not used to doing this on a Friday?
It's also been a wild last few days.
For sure.
Yeah, behind the scenes. A lot of stuff I had to take care of.
Big ground on 2049, Mike, Charlie left.
As there always is.
But it's great to be back out here with you and
We show you Golf
doing some live plane spotting.
Cross runway 4 on Papa, and then taxi via Charlie and Alpha. Let me know about the gate. Cross 22.
And how about another pencil? This is Delta 673 from Fort Lauderdale. Another former Northwest Red Tail.
That's Delta 15 to the front. Thank you. Ground Delta 673 on Alpha going to Foxtrot 13.
All right, so they're going to head to gate Fox 13.
All right, Delta 673 Minneapolis.
I love the 757-300. It flew it back from LAX to Minneapolis following our 3 incredible days of live shows out in Los Angeles back in early May. This aircraft was one of 2 to put a caffeinated Alex to sleep on the flight. That almost never happens. The only other aircraft to do that, to me, was the Embraer E175LR. Such a comfortable flight.
So, Alex, it wasn't maybe completely due to the aircraft that you were on, but I can only imagine that doing all the streaming for 3 days out there and then the extra little things you got to fit in on the side with Josh and Peter, I'm sure you were tired coming back too. And there's nothing better than just to kind of sit down and relax and, you know, chill, and you happen to get to do that on the way back, and you were on a 7.5.
Absolutely. Well, the flight was oversold by, I think, 2 seats, and everybody showed up. Now, overselling of flights, that is a pretty common occurrence, but there are markets where you can expect everybody to show up whether it's oversold or not. And LA is one of those markets. So it said everybody scrambling at the gate. And I think there was a little bit of a mix-up with my seat initially in the beginning. I did end up getting the seat that I booked. So big credit to the Delta crew on board in coordination with the gate agents to make sure that everything was handled properly. And Sure, a couple of people were pretty disappointed that they were denied boarding just because Delta had oversold the flight. And they were the duplicate tickets.
Alpha 2.
But if that does happen, you are entitled to compensation.
Which gate were you waiting on again?
So do keep that in mind. So it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Copy.
Delta 2696, well, flag going to Charlie 9.
Alpha 2696, Minneapolis.
So if it would have happened to me, I would have gotten something out of it. I'm like, oh, sweet, I'm going to get to check out LA maybe a little bit more. And
Southwest 29.
not a big deal.
Monitor tower. I'm sorry, 28.
So just a heads up here,
26.7,
Alex.
26.7,
We have Icy coming in on the north side. They are next for arrival, and you might be able to see them.
Zephyr 24, yeah.
Hey, perfect.
All right, Alpha down to Gulf 15, Alpha 21.
That was 4301 Minneapolis ground, runway 30 right, taxi via Papa.
And if you're enjoying our stream today, make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you are loving all of these sights and sounds here from Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport today. Big thanks to everybody that's hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate the support of the channel and with plane spotting here at MSP.
And then the next arrival coming in on the south side will be from Cancun, out to 1878, which is not the one that's currently on the runway at the moment.
All right, so here's Iceland Air. They are going to be coming in on runway 30 right.
Thank you, Southwest
And they're there.
2832 Minneapolis Tower on runway 22, cross runway 30 left, 22 and Tango.
On runway 22, clear to cross runway 30 left, and then those are at the taxi instructions south 2832.
Yep, can you start moving Southwest 2832 and then I'll give them to you. Traffic 2 mile final. 2661, contact ground point 9er.
Ground, good day, Delta 22.
Southwest 2832 would be runway 22 and then left turn Tango.
22 left turn Tango, Southwest 2832.
Thank you, have a good day.
You as well, see you in a bit.
Join Bravo and hold short of the tunnel.
Okay, we'll take Bravo, hold short of the tunnel, Delta 26, go.
Oh, RJ, I think they're going to go Mike.
And that's what I was thinking.
Runway 30 left.
Alpha Delta, hold short of runway 30 left, 4 heavy.
Yep, they're doing it.
Sweet.
Iceland Air going to make their way over to Terminal 2 via taxiway. Mike. Iceland Air will do this from time to time.
It's your 657 Minneapolis ground, Hotel 6, taxi via Mike, and Hotel on, all right, make it Mike, and a full short of runway 30 left, right, just 657. Yeah, Mike and Hotel, runway 30 left, right. Right there, exit disregard, remain in frequency.
North Midwest Bus, thanks for tuning in today. Good to see you again, buddy.
126.7, heavy.
Says, good job catching Icy. Well, you're welcome. I mean, it's a highlight of our shows. I mean, we got to try and catch Icy, right?
Delta 2061, continue.
So Iceland Air, they're going to give us a nice close taxi.
Right, sir, 657, give way to the Delta, exiting via Mike. Give way to that side, 657.
David Gutierrez, good to see you today. It's a busy day at MSP Airport. Right, everybody. Yes, good to have you on board with us today, David.
1878, Minneapolis ground, right turn on Alpha, then taxi down runway 4 and Bravo to your gate. Turn Alpha down.
Fridays are quite busy, so with the streaming schedule throughout the week, we're going to try and pick up Friday afternoons, just so everybody's aware. So Friday afternoon, not typical of the previous streaming schedule that's been observed over the past few months. I mean, we've occasionally done Fridays, but going forward, we're going to probably pick up a lot more Fridays. So do expect shows, barring any circumstantial conditions, like maybe my schedule is a little bit wonky that week, or maybe there's some weather that just doesn't make streaming an ideal. But Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and the occasional weekend show, maybe Saturday or Sunday, it's going to be how things are shaping up moving forward. If there's any updates, I'll be sure to share them with you as soon as I know.
Yeah, it's been a little toasty this week. Not as much today.
Yeah, and we had a threat of severe weather on Wednesday, and all I got to say to that is, what a big nothing burger that was. For us up here in the metro, anyway. Boy, I really feel bad for everybody in southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois, just across the eastern Midwest, that bore the brunt of a pretty angry air mass.
And with that in mind, yeah, everybody kind of planned their day accordingly for nothing. I went out on my kayak on the St. Croix River on Tuesday. It was an awesome day to go out, mainly because of the forecast for Wednesday. But I certainly don't regret picking Tuesday to go out, so here comes Icy.
657, taxi via Mike Tango Delta across from I-4, showing Delta behind that heavy tug undertow there.
Okay, Mike Tango Delta across from I-4 and join Delta behind the Delta Icer.
Taxi come out of ground point under Delta Icer, or Icer 657, Sam.
On the ground point 9, right, 657.
And it's 2470 Minneapolis Tower, wind 24012, decimal 9, and runway 30 left, third line. Delta 1878, may see company approaching off your right. They're waiting for you at the tunnel there to go by. Roger. Delta 2912, join Bravo after you join the tunnel there. Super Tug 6 Minneapolis ground. Proceed via Alpha, Delta, and Papa. Delta 299, heavy me up the tower, traffic 2 mile final. Airbus, wind 25013, gust 19, and runway 30 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 30 left, over 6.
All right, we got a gift membership being sent by our good friend Gordon.
4295,
So Typhoon Tom receiving a gift membership by Gordon Wald. Thanks so much, Gordon, for sending one MSP Airport Live gift membership.
I was just going to say, and you answered it rather quickly, who was the lucky winner?
So congratulations, Typhoon Tom.
Super Tug 6 and give way to the
Wally saying hello, playing Possum, a little late to the game. Too much to do, I guess. That's all right. Glad to have you join us, Wally. Got a lot of great spotting here the rest of this Friday. Howard, is it? Good to see you today. This is watching the Storm Chasers They said the weather was going to be pretty bad if the morning weather didn't disturb anything, and I think the morning light storm we had at 3 a.m. cooked it. Yeah, I'm thinking as well that that was the case. Thankfully for our area, so we don't have to deal with any nasty weather, but yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Although it was starting to clear up later in the day, so I was starting to think, well, I don't know, we might get something. Didn't really get much of anything. I mean, we got some showers to the north and the south of the metro. But that was about it. Everything pretty much stayed out to the east of us.
The 2470, turn right on Delta, got a drop on it.
It was windy, but boy, was it hot on Wednesday. Susie, trend I get to see today. This is hi to both. Yes, get back to Sundays.
2470 Minneapolis ground taxi Delta.
I know, there's a lot that goes on Sundays here at MSP. So I think also now is a good time to do a proper shout out here for some membership anniversary. Steve Lundaby, member for 15 incredible months. Saying, wow, loved every minute of it. Looking forward to many more. Hoping to get back to MSP sometime soon. Looking forward to your return, Steve. MSP has certainly been an interesting hotbed of aviation activity, especially with the demand on the Amsterdam routing. On KLM specifically, they jumped from 3 days a week now to 5 days a week. How crazy is that? Also, Sean, got to celebrate your membership. The anniversary of 6 months as an MSP Airport Live member. Favorite plane spotting channel. Thanks so much, Sean. So RJ, I think we got another aircraft here coming in on final.
Here comes 299 from Rome. We're in the air just over 10 hours.
Company Heavy A330 over the numbers, wind 2509 at gust 19.
Yeah, they're actually just a little bit early. Scheduled arrival at 6:35, so
30 right.
nothing wrong with being a few minutes early.
Delta 1055, runway 30 left, taxi via Quebec. Yeah. Runway 22 and Alpha. Delta 2385, Minneapolis ground. Company's wait for gate, pushback is approved, expect runway 30 left. Delta 299, heavy, turn right on Mike, right on Alpha, cross runway 4, then contact Alpha, I understand.
Right on Mike, right on Alpha, clear to cross 4, Delta 299.
All right, 299 is here from Rome. I think we'll also be getting Delta 116 heavy to Copenhagen later on, right, RJ?
Give way to
That day for 116.
Runway 30 left after the
I
tug.
will turn my investigative skills on and see if I can find him.
Super 6, traffic after right, gets away. Roger. 299 heavy, Minneapolis contact via Alpha cross runway 4.
Alright, yeah, Alpha, clear to cross 4, we're going to Gulf 4, Delta 299 heavy.
Minneapolis Tower, company Airbus.
All right, let's go ahead and catch our next arrival.
Runway 30 left, clear to land. 377, runway 30 left, taxi Charlie 5, Charlie Alpha.
It's Delta 2078 coming in from San Francisco.
Charlie behind a company 737. November 200 Foxtrot Tango, Minneapolis ground. Give way to a Delta 757 at Charlie 6, correction, at Charlie 5, and continue on Charlie, hold short of runway 30 left. Hey, turn right on Mike, kind of ground part enter.
Mike, ground point 9, Delta 2078.
Taxi via Papa.
Delta 2078, clearing 30 left and Mike, we're parking Fox 10.
Delta 2078, Minneapolis ground, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 4.
So, is this a day where that flight from Copenhagen operates, Alex? I'm not finding it anywhere, although I could have missed it.
Delta 377, give way to a company Airbus 321 off your right at Alpha.
Give way at altitude.
299 heavy, you able to start pulling in?
Alaska 1434 headed to the Pacific Northwest
Delta
to
2078,
Portland, Oregon on the
left
north
return.
parallel, runway 30 right.
Delta 2078.
Traffic off your left, gives way.
Roger.
November 200 Foxtrot Tango, monitor tower on 126.7.
Oh, tower 126.7.
And Minneapolis ground United 2470. Yeah,
And a heads up,
2470,
Alex, we
sorry
could
about
have
that.
another race to Dublin tonight because both Shamrock and Delta
Oh, fun.
258 have the same departure times listed at 6:30, which is coming up in
Delta 299
roughly
heavy,
about
you able to
13
start pulling in? I got
minutes.
traffic behind you.
Meanwhile, Delta 299 that just came in from Rome, currently in view,
Turn here as long as you're good with us, watch the Bravo bit.
about to turn into their gate over at
Delta
Concourse
730
G.
Minneapolis ground, pushback is approved and expect runway 30 left. Delta 1533 Minneapolis ground, Foxtrot 4, taxi via Charlie and Bravo. 73 Minneapolis ground, pushback approved. Push approved, line 3.
Delta 2078, just somebody Delta gate should be about 2 minutes.
These gusts of wind, Alex, I can feel my car moving.
That was
I'm
Delta
sitting in the back
828.
with the hatch open, and I can feel my car shaking a little bit.
78, Roger, you waiting for Foxtrot 10.
Affirm.
Delta 2078, turn left there on Bravo, cross runway 4, and taxi in the runway 12 right, the ice pad. I'll get you going from there.
Oh, go around, go around, go around.
4 and to the 30 left, the ice pad, Delta.
Delta 1533 at Bravo. Delta 2078, company from your right to begin way. 73 Minneapolis ground, reposition Delta, Lima 3, cross runway 17, or correction, yeah, cross runway 17, then Lima and cross runway 4. The normal speed, whatever you guys need.
Yeah, they did not look stable, and
Delta 2385,
the
runway
gust
30
of wind, the
left,
same
taxi
gust of wind, RJ, that was pushing on your car, that was moving your car, rocking your car back and forth. It's that same gust of wind that was really pushing on that 757 that was about to land, and, well, you can always go around.
Yeah, that was Delta 2238 coming
Oh my
in from
God.
Las Vegas.
4465 Minneapolis ground.
It's now the fourth go-around today.
Is approved, expect runway 30 left.
That's the third. No, you said fourth. Okay, yeah, I missed the first one. I was not here for that one.
Into 34 maps top, pop across runway 422.
Boy, and The wind certainly
4299, runway
with some
30 right,
mischief.
taxi via Papa.
As that Delta 757
1878 is your gate open.
200 was coming into land from Las Vegas, flight 2238. Decided, nope, we're going to do it again. We're going to go around. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to Windy Soda.
Stand by 1. Delta 299, are you able to pull up further? So traffic can get behind you on Alpha.
Just another windy day up here in the upper Midwest.
We're trying to speak up now here.
In a year that's brought all kinds of interesting air masses our direction. Very windy ones, I might add, including today.
Should we move now? You should be able to get by. Okay.
And especially after the severe weather outbreaks on Wednesday and yesterday, we've had to deal with some pretty ticked off air masses up here in the northern Midwest.
Park on whiskey to burn fuel, or are you short on fuel? I need to get out there quicker. We need to get out there pretty quick. We're short on
And thankfully, a lot of that's going to be clearing out, but
Minneapolis ground, push
holy
back,
cow,
get
the wind is
approved, and
really
it's
hauling
30.
today. But thankfully, here's the good news. It was excruciatingly hot on Wednesday, even parts of last week.
Nope, probably got wrong one. Stand by.
But the systems that moved through brought plenty of precipitation and have cooled things down quite a bit.
Expect runway 30 left. Delta 1701, Minneapolis.
And it's made for some really nice weather, especially today on this Friday.
Charlie 1, runway 4 to Papa for Delta 1701. Delta 2385, Minneapolis Tower, wind at 26013, gust 26, fly, runway heading, runway 30 left, cleared for takeoff.
Pretty soon, we're going to have Delta 2385 departing for Tampa with a 757-200. Next up on the docket.
Brickyard 4465, runway 30 left, taxi Charlie 6, Charlie Alpha. Charlie 6, Charlie Alpha, for the left, Brickyard 4465.
K Flint 15. I'll go ahead and answer that question here. So there's a lot of ways to contribute to MSP Live. Links below in the description. We'll have links if you want to leave something to PayPal, tip jar, maybe, or buy me a coffee link if you want to send a super chat over YouTube. There should be a dollar bill icon on the bottom next to the chat bar. So appreciate all the support.
Pushback through from runway 30, right?
Track JJ, thanks so much for the confirmation. Yeah, I thought Copenhagen was going today, and it is. Delta 116 Heavy out of MSP at around 8:30. Departing gate Fox 12. Thanks, JJ, for the update.
And beyond them, join Quebec in.
Chase 209, good to see you today. It's windy. Yes. Extremely windy.
Standard 467, Minneapolis ground, pushback through from runway 30 left.
Yeah, Alex, I don't know if you heard it too, but it looked like I may have heard some ATC air traffic control transmissions between that last go around and the crew on board. I think I did hear them make mention, if that's who they were talking to, they are starting to get low on fuel, so they got to get them back around and get them in.
467, affirmative, and there's traffic pushing off the Delta 4465, release time 30 to 33. Delta 2078, once your company moves off the Fox 10, I'll get you there. Moving.
Roger, Delta 2078.
2385. Get your tail, runway 30 left, taxi Papa, Charlie Alpha.
David Gutierrez says, hey, Alex and RJ, how are you guys doing? Doing pretty good, David. Glad to have you with us here on this Friday. Looking to make this a regular streaming day here at MSP Airport Live for the channel.
Delta 2278 Minneapolis ground pushback is approved. Expect runway 30 right. Delta 1055, turn right, heading 340, contact departure, over there. May turn 340 for departure, Delta 1055. Delta 377, wind 25015, 26. Fly runway heading, runway 30 left, close take up.
Delta 377 now going to depart to Anchorage. All right, Delta. Don't know why my tripod keeps doing that. Sorry about that. Delta 2278, if you can, just don't block box 10. Company's inbound for that one. Roger, D-Space 9, good to see you today. D-Space 9 says, hey, checking in for a little bit before USA versus Paraguay game of the World Cup. Looks like ideal weather up there at MSP. It is.
Yeah, just a little windy.
Very, very windy.
United 467, ready to taxi.
Headed 467.
So wind shear is already responsible for claiming 2 go-arounds.
Negative, United 467.
Head 467, roger. When you're able, make the hard left turn to join.
Now, there was a bird strike that caused a Delta inbound flight from Miami to have to go around. And the aircraft behind it, a SkyWest flight. So they also had to go around because the runway shut down shortly after the Miami go-around took place. So to check the runway after the inbound arrival from Miami went around just to make sure there's no FOD or foreign objects and debris on the runway from the reported bird strike. So both aircraft were able to make it in nice and safely, albeit a little bit of a delay. So the most recent go-around that we had was a Delta 757-200 that was inbound from Las Vegas. They were mere moments from touching down, and then whoop, up they went.
Yep, they're making their turn for final right now, Alex. I am watching them.
And they're low on fuel, so they really got to make this landing count.
Yeah, we need to get them in. Yeah, it's like I'm sure we all have our limits as to how low we will let the gas get in the tank of our car. So, like them, you want to get back in and get on the ground.
Retired 4465, Minneapolis Tower, Traverse 4.5 mile final, runway 30 left, line up and wait.
And it looks like... Okay, so we are... Don't mind me just kind of talking to myself here, everyone. It's a lot going on here at once. So the arrival that we've just had is Delta 2349 from LaGuardia. The next arrival will be Southwest 1639 from Denver. I know I'm getting a little bit ahead, but I'm just kind of letting everybody know
turn right on Mike's and kind of
where our arrival stands that had the missed approach due to wind shear. Then our next arrival after that will be Southwest 4643 from Chicago Midway. And then our diversion Not our diversion, our go around will be after that. So I think at this point we're down to what, 3 for arrival.
Runway 4, short of Charlie 6, wait for traffic in the alley to clear.
Down runway 4, short Charlie 6, wait for traffic to clear.
When they pulled up and went around, they only went up to about 5,000 feet.
Runway 30 right, taxi via Papa. 607, Minneapolis Tower, at least 2 arrivals here. 2. Runway 30 right, taxi via Papa. Ground Bill 2278 right, taxi. Delta 22. Air 4465, turn left, heading 260, contact departure, see you. 260.
All right, so here are the first of the 2 back-to-back southwest arrivals. This is the one coming in from Denver.
Double 2349, affirmative, short of Charlie 6. Position 128.017, gust 25, runway 30 left, clear to land.
Up 2238, clear to land, runway 30 left.
I'll probably be there tomorrow too.
Delta 258 heavy, Minneapolis ground, wait for company Airbus 320 passing your tail, then pushback is approved.
Okay, push approved. We might be here in a minute, so we just got to pop up to 58.
Delta 258 heavy, cancel your push, call me back when you're ready.
Call you back, Delta 58.
Cost 4143, Minneapolis ground, runway 30 right, taxi
All right,
via
Delta
Papa, Delta
258 heavy now on frequency. They're departing to Dublin with the A330-200 today.
37, runway 30 left, line of point. It's 3595, Memphis Tower number 2, Boeing 757 4-mile final, wind 27017, gust 25, runway 30 left, for the land.
Okay, 30 left, clear land.
4913, Minneapolis ground, runway 30 left, taxi Quebec Charlie Alpha. Go, contact ground point, enter.
Alright, Charlie Tango, contact ground point 9, Delta 4643.
Yep. Delta 2607, wind 27017, gust 25, turn left, heading 280. Runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
All right,
traffic,
second of the 2 Southwest flights are down on the ground. The second one was from Chicago Midway.
Actually, just monitor tower now on 123.905. Might get you in front of that one in front of you.
Just bear with us. Alex has stepped off the camera for just a brief moment.
United, or correction, who's that ready? Shamrock 988, runway 30 right, taxi via Delta Papa.
258 heavy, ready, push.
Delta 258 heavy,
And
roger,
it looks like
pushback
both
approved, runway 30 left.
flights to Dublin on with Shamrock and Delta have both pushed, so they are literally almost going to be taking off simultaneously.
Pushback approved for runway 30 left.
Shamrock likes to go to the north side.
Delta 2349, give way to the Air Lingus on Delta. They're pulling out of the alley and taxiing Charlie 6.
Charlie 6, give way to the traffic, Delta 2449.
Today.
Ground United 283 with information Delta ready push off Echo 9.
United 283, Minneapolis ground, wait for Delta Airbus 321 into the alley. Then pushback is approved, expect runway 30 left.
We'll wait for the Delta coming into the alley and then pushback approved for 30 left, United 283.
2238, any right turn, contact ground for an hour.
Turn .9 Delta 2238.
2043 maps turn.
And reporting in the good news as Delta 2238 from Las Vegas, who had the wind shear alert and had to pull up and go around, is now on the
Turn
ground.
left, heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
I know Alex still has stepped away.
CRJ, wind
We didn't
27018,
catch that.
runway 30 left. Clear land, we may hold in position to above right row.
Clear land Delta 30 left, Delta 2843. 2238. Taxi via Charlie, Charlie 5, Delta, and Papa. Charlie, Charlie 5, Delta, Papa, Delta 2238. Number 4913, Air Lingus off your left, wait for you. Super Tech 6, Minneapolis, ground, push back. That is 283. Are they able to push to the base? So they only got one way to push to the top. Stand by, we're checking. Thank you. So 730, turn for the left, heading 260, contact departure. 260, heading over departure, Delta 730. If you can start your push now.
He's back!
Yep, had to go pass out some training cards. That's what is up.
283, that's affirmative. We are able to push the base. Thank you, please do that. We'll do that.
Appreciate your patience, everybody.
So good news, Alex, is our 757 that had to pull up and go around is safely down and on the ground. They are currently taxiing to their gate, and we are literally going to have the race to Dublin because both Shamrock and 258 have literally pushed and are on the move at the same time.
Yep.
So wouldn't it be ironic is that they, had takeoffs that were close to one another in a way where one rolled and a few seconds later the other rolled on the opposite side. So we'll see what happens.
Runway 4 to Papa, code 3595.
Monica J, thanks so much for tuning in today. Happy Friday. Asking, why is everyone's username green? We have a lot of YouTube members of the channel. We have memberships that start at about $3 a month that support the upkeep of the channel. You can use some fun custom emojis as well.
And who's ready to taxi?
Name also gets highlighted too. This is a way of saying thank you for the support. So we have an amazing, and I mean it, we have a downright fantastic community of YouTube members that support this channel. I love every one of you guys. So thanks to memberships, even the most basic, it's allowed this channel to go to LAX earlier this year.
Wait for traffic capacity tail and the Embraer, and then push back is approved.
And hopefully we can keep expanding our horizons in the future with aviation content. Certainly looking to do that. All right, back to plane spotting, I guess.
Delta 258 Heavy, did you say you're ready? Delta 258 Heavy, you can cut the corner over to Alpha, runway 30 left, taxi Alpha.
All right, here's Delta 258. They're headed to Dublin with the rare A330-200 for Delta, that is. Now, the A330-200 in the Delta fleet is actually quite a rare sighting outside of a Delta hub such as Minneapolis, St. Paul, because there's only 11 of them in the fleet. Now, these aircraft were originally ordered by Northwest and delivered to the Minnesota-based airline in the early 2000s as a direct replacement for the DC-1040, along with 16 757-300s. The DC-1030s were replaced by the A330-300s, and of which 21 were ordered by Northwest Airlines in the early 2000s. Now, Northwest had consulted Airbus long before the turn of the millennium about the A330, and Northwest was planning to replace its DC-10 fleet with the 330 much earlier, but then the Gulf War happened, and The company also endured a bankruptcy in the late 90s that set things back quite a bit.
You got both. You can stay on whatever frequency you're on.
So as a result of
2238.
As a result of the events that took place in the 1990s, sidelined the A330 purchase by Northwest, which they would eventually revisit in the 2000s, and they placed a total of 11 orders for the A330-200 and around 21 of the A330-300. Now, Delta would also place a top-up order after the merger of the A330-300s. These aircraft are distinctly different when it comes to the engine choice. And that's something we can tell the difference at or on when we look at those aircraft. So the Delta top-up order A330s have the GE CF680. Northwest, they wouldn't even touch GE propulsion. And this goes back to the days of former CEO Donald Nyrup and his highly opinionated views on ordering General Electric power plants for his aircraft. And RJ, there's a pretty famous saying that Donald Nyrup actually made in regard to GE engines.
Yeah, I'd rather buy a toaster.
Said if he would buy, said if he was going to buy a GE, he would buy a toaster.
1026. Runway 30 left, taxi via Alpha, join behind the heavy.
It's an actual thing that Donald Nyrup said.
So, Alex, I think Shamrock is going to get airborne ahead of Delta 258, but they are both literally on the move for takeoff. One on one side of the airport, one on the other. So anybody out there that's using a flight tracking app will see that Shamrock is approaching the end of runway 30 right, and Delta 256
Delta 2437 Minneapolis ground taxi runway onto runway 22.
The end of the runway on this side. Actually, it's my bad. 258. I had my numbers mixed up. So
Delta 22.
Sierra Conrad says, sounds super windy at MSP. It is. It's been a windbag pretty much all day. It was pretty strong earlier. And when I was setting up for our broadcast today, Sun Country went around because of wind shear alerts in the cockpit that I could hear on frequency because I had my scanner on and looked towards 30 left, I think, at one moment during setup, and there was Sun Country going around and heard on frequency just before the which is the one of the alarms in the cockpit. This one here, or whatever the wind shear alarm sounds like in the 737 cockpit was going off. You're like, yeah, we got to go around wind shear.
4913 Minneapolis Tower, Travis 4.5 mile final, be ready to go.
There were also gains and losses of about 10 knots, too, on approach into Minneapolis at that time.
Skywest 4798, continue via Quebec. After 527, follow that United Embraer into the ramp. Delta 2977, runway 30 right, taxi via Papa.
D-Space 9, you're welcome. So this week here at MSP has been quite eventful. I know that last night, now there would not have been any time to quickly set up and stream it, but I made sure to get over here to MSP to catch the arrivals. We had Lot Polish in last night, flying from Warsaw to O'Hare, had to divert to Minneapolis due to inclement weather and significant delays. And Lufthansa coming in from Frankfurt with the A340-300 made a stop at MSP last night as well, due to the deteriorating situation around Chicago O'Hare's airport operations yesterday due to weather.
Heavy looks like at least 5 hours.
That airport has just been put through the meat grinder this spring and summer.
So heads up, quick, Alex. Shamrock's ready for depart. Is next for departure on the north side.
Delta 2107.
All right, thanks for the update, RJ.
They're waiting for at least one arrival.
30 left, taxi at Charlie 5, Charlie Alpha.
And then they may end up going. It's hard to tell at the moment.
United 283, runway 30 left, taxi Charlie 5, Charlie Alpha. 30 left, Charlie 5, Charlie Alpha.
And this is going to be super ironic, Alex, because on our side, next for departure when they are able to do it is 2:58. So the next two departures are to Dublin.
And on opposite parallels.
2485, retaxi with truck.
Now that is a proper drag race.
Runway 30 right, taxi via Papa. Via Papa 30 right, Delta 2, 2485. Delta 2271 off 30 left at Mike or Rockford. Delta 2271, Minneapolis ground taxi via Alpha.
Sarah Conrad saying, watching from Deer River,
Alpha,
Minnesota. All right.
Traffic off the gate.
Also, Rosie B318 says, hello, my MSP peeps. Missed you all, been away, but glad to be back with the plane posse. Glad to have you back, Rosie.
Delta 2843, taxi in via Charlie 6.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've had you on the program, Rosie. So good to have you back on.
Delta 2843.
So right now, we're waiting on the departure of Aer Lingus.
Roger, you can taxi in via Charlie 6, your first sir.
Heads up, Alex. I think they've been cleared. They're pulling onto the runway on the north side. We can't see them, and it looks like they've rolled.
274, follow company 73 into the alley.
Right, so we will get their ascent into the air after rotation. So we are looking towards the north parallel, runway 30 right. And Delta's offering to Dublin is next up for departure here on the south parallel in front of us on runway 30 left.
Delta 574 in correction, make it behind it United via Alpha. Okay, make it behind United Alpha Delta 574. Rapid flying 46 for Alpha Delta 4. 230 my 30 left, go ahead. 30 left, Alpha and cross, wait for 2946 taxi via Papa and cross, wait for. Papa cross 4, Delta 946. And Delta, I'm sorry, Skywest 4012, Minneapolis ground taxi down, runway 4, then Charlie 6, Delta Papa. 4, Charlie 6, Delta Papa, Skywest 4012. Delta 2271.
And there goes Aer Lingus. Shamrock is off and running first.
Yeah, and I think they're going to get a little bit of a head start because I'm looking out and seeing a bunch of arrivals that are making their way in. So 258 is going to be
yeah, there they are down at the threshold of runway 30 left.
Give way to a company 321 at Alpha.
Runway 30 left, we have Delta Papa will give way to 321 at Alpha, Delta 2297.
Sun Country 1492. Over to Alpha. Sun Country 1492, roger, turn right on Quebec, left on Mike, hold short, runway 30 left. Right on Quebec, left on Mike, hold short, 30 left, take it to go. Delta 40 knots on traffic, yep. 46 for Delta 4, make the right turn, join Quebec, cross runway 4, I'll hold you in the 1 to left de-ice pad, you can park in anything other than spot 6. So if you want to roll it back around there at 46, you should be opening up here in about a minute. 2946, yes, if you would, just from right turn on Quebec, give way to the Embraer. They'll be joining Papa, then cross runway 4 into the pad. Okay, give way. Now cross 4 into the pad.
So Monica J asks, how many Deltas are there? Well, as far as the Delta Heavies go, we've got nonstop services from MSP to Copenhagen, Rome, Dublin, all the A330s. We have 3 daily Amsterdam arrivals and departures. One of those services is with the A350, the other 2 with the A330. We got Delta 9er, Delta 10 from London and to London respectively out of MSP Airport. And we also have Discover with A330 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. KLM 5 days a week. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a significant increase from what it started 2026 as a 3-day-a-week service on Sunday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Minneapolis Tower, Roger, starts slowing, traffic home position, heavy
Also have Air France, they're daily with the 777-200. Now, it was the 787 to start the season in May, but they switched over to the 777 for upgraded capacity during the summer. And that started on June 1st, so 1st of this month. They will operate the 777 until the end of September, until the operating season for Air France comes to a close. And KLM is also year-round, RJ. So they've really ramped up summer capacity, and in addition to that, they've also announced they're bringing back year-round service. Really positive signs from KLM and their service from AMS to MSP. Love seeing it.
I'm scrolling back a little bit, Alex, and kind of looking at some of the comments in the chat, and I have to point out Steve Lendelby. I'm pretty sure Olaf is a red tailor. It's like, of course he is. He was out on the river with me on Tuesday. Sure did a lot of flying and a lot of exploring. That was one tired owl. He slept the whole way home in the car, and when I got home, he literally went crawled into bed. That was it. I mean, by all means, going out on the rivers, especially the St. Croix, is wonderful. It's so quiet, and you're hearing everything around you. There's eagles. I saw blue heron. I was close to the shore on one side in one spot for a little bit. Could see a fish in the water, and I think it was a muskie.
Ooh. Do you have your fishing license?
Believe it or not, Alex, I don't fish. There was one time my brother, he didn't fish, and he, of all people, caught a 30-pound muskie.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he was, he was out on the river one day, saw some swirls, came home. We had a marina in the area where we lived, ran up to the house, grabbed a fishing pole with a 10-pound test, went back out, the swirls were still there, and on the 3rd cast, he landed the darn thing. Didn't even have a dip net with him.
All right, here's Delta 258 to Dublin.
All right, finally.
Alpha 2931, runway 30 left, taxi Charlie 5, Charlie Alpha. Charlie, left, wind to 27010.9er.
And RJ, I think we might have some weather blowing in from our west here.
Yeah, been actually looking at the sky to our west a little bit. So it's changed noticeably.
Yeah, it's runway 4, turn right there, and then right on Alpha from 2148, kind of go up whatever. Right here on 4, Alpha, gonna point down there, 2148. Secretary 1492, Minneapolis Tower without delay, Mike cross.
So look at that.
Left, continue Mike Tango traffic.
Well, it's time to pull out our handy dandy radar.
No delay.
So I do see rain actually to the west of us. On the radar that I'm looking at. And it is forecasted to move in this direction, is what I'm saying.
48, Minneapolis ground, Echo 13.
All right, we're going to get some rain here. It's moving quite rather quickly as well here, and I think it might be arriving within the next 30 minutes or so. The big thing that I'm concerned about is lightning. So I don't know if we're going to get any lightning. But one thing that we are going to do is we're going to be rainproofing everything here. We have a break in the action because don't want anything to get wet. Now we can be out in the rain, that's not a problem. It's the lightning that's the issue. And I am not going to mess around with lightning. Lightning can do some pretty wicked things, none of which are in the slightest bit good.
2122 Minneapolis ground, pushback approved, expect runway 30 left. Delta 2946, which gate are you waiting on again? Just Delta 4.
All right, DJF fan of fan. Hey, thanks so much for checking into the weather radar. Also confirming that there are no lightning strikes around. That's good.
What's your gate?
We do have some rain falling off just to our west. Might be moving north of here. We'll see. Yeah, there's a nice big urban heat bubble that exists over the Twin Cities metro area.
2900, turn into your
and that heat bubble can tend to interfere with storm systems that move across the region in this particular area. But we could very well be due for some rain.
Delta 1798, give way to the southwest. Delta 1026, traffic's 5 mile final, runway 30 left, line up and wait. Sure, your sequence there. 2654 Minneapolis Tower, good afternoon. If you would start slowing, travel the hole in position. Your number 2, wind 2607, gust plus 7. Runway 30 left, clear line. 30 left, clear line, go flex long. Frontier flight 3224, turn left on Delta, taxi to your gate, just monitor ground point 9 in. Left turn Delta, taxi to the gate, monitor ground point 9. Thanks.
So with our Frontier arrival from Dallas, who do we have on the tail? We have Sage, the Pygmy Rabbit livery.
Alright, we'll cross 30 left and Charlie. Charlie can go behind Frontier. Okay, 2272, your push is approved, 30 left. 30 left, push approved, United 2272. 7 turn left, heading 280, runway 30 left, cleared for takeoff. 30, Southwest 1638 again, Tango behind Frontier, ground point 9 RC. Alright, ground point 9 and we'll take Tango behind Frontier, Southwest 1638. Push is approved, 30 right.
How's that for a nice little dose of cuteness? Frontier coming in from Dallas with a wabbit on the tail. Of course, Southwest getting in the way. All right, Track JJ, thanks so much for the updates. Says I have the lightning tracker turned on with weather radar. First area of rain near Buffalo, Minnesota is not showing any lightning. That's good. But the cell behind it is showing lightning just east of Litchfield. Now it's a little ways out, but it's a little concerning.
Tell the 1630 turn right and cut a ground 49er. That RJ head to your right is on the internet.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of an update from Daniel as well, Alex. About 52 miles away, 282 degrees west, northwest. And you know, one of the things that I learned as a kid growing up, Alex, is when you have this potential, but all of a sudden you feel a drop in temperature.
And I was going to say the exact same thing. You're absolutely right. That's a good observation because the temperature did just feel like we dropped a few degrees.
Yes, so that's when you really want to pay close attention because from one radar loop update to another, it can just totally go from nothing to, yeah, it's a problem.
So we're going to just kind of keep an eye on things. We're going to be live still.
72 and 3 left X, Charlie 5, Charlie Alpha.
But if we see anything more develop in the way of lightning, within a 30-minute window of the storms arriving here, we're off air. Because that is not something that I really want to deal with. Do not mess around with lightning. And considering the tall tripods that we have on hand just to get you the views that we do just above the protective fence, these things will turn into big lightning rods. Certainly we don't want to put ourselves in an unsafe situation. So we'll continue to monitor the situation. Also feel free to keep us updated too. We appreciate it.
Yeah, who doesn't know the trick too, Alex, to kind of get an idea of what the wind direction is kind of like, and don't take me wrong by just saying this, you know, you kind of stick your finger in your mouth, get it wet with your saliva, and point it up in the air. And that'll help you feel what direction the wind is coming from. And I actually just did that a couple minutes ago, and it looks like it's, I got the sensation that it's moving southwest to northeast.
Yeah, it certainly feels like that to me as well. But again, we'll just have to keep our eye on it.
Yes, 3791, turn further left, heading 260, contact departure. 260, contact departure, guys, 3791. That's 2107, me off the tower on my 30 left, line up and right.
Super 4 Heavy, Minneapolis ground, busiest Delta, hold short of whiskey.
Total 2695, turn right on runway 4, contact ground, whatever.
Red runway 4, now point on Delta 2695. Delta 2695, 16, runway 4 here for taxi to Charlie 5.
Thanks so much for the update, Daniel. Says the storm system that's off to our west is moving east at about 47 knots. It's about 55 miles an hour. Holy cow, that system is packing. So this system is expected to be here in about maybe 30-ish minutes.
Now you're going to clock me up down there. I'll call you when they leave.
Blue 2107, turn left heading 280, stay with me.
Left 280 with you, Delta 2107.
So this storm system is really packing, and it is making a beeline for MSP Airport, and I believe that there is lightning reported with this system. So we'll just have to, again, keep an eye on it.
United 283, turn further left, heading 260.
260, yeah, 260.
Delta 2107 on that 280, heading contact departure.
Heading 280, order departure C, Delta 2107.
See ya.
Yep, that's what I need. Pass it, double back, please.
All right, so we'll keep getting our next arrival bank here, and
Super 4 Heavy at Delta, hold short of an 30 left.
next up we'll have Delta.
Super 4 Heavy. Super 4 Heavy, Monitor Tower 126.7.
For departure 9283.
Super 4 Heavy. Super 6, Monitor Tower 267.
267.
20, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear to take up. Delta 31, we have to start traffic 5 mile final, runway 30 left, line avoid. 30 left, line avoid, 931.
Back to back, westbound, then push for 30 left.
So, Alex, there's another viewer that has posted some information. It's
Okay.
Track JJ says the system is building and there is lightning on the southern near Highway 212 and Hutchinson. That area appears to be headed your way.
Yeah, and it also kind of looks like it. That is appearing to be the most dense part of this storm system, and I think with that indication, I think that this show is probably done for today.
31, wind 259, fly on our
And do you think you're going to make a 14 void at 17 time? Probably not.
D7, turn further left, heading 260.
Heading 260, Delta 2297.
To the 574, heading 280, contact departure, see ya.
280, with departure Delta 574. Tunnel 45, when I 30 left head to the,
The Stratton.
This
is quitters. I love the sarcasm. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't want to become a lightning rod out here, and lightning is not something I want to mess with.
No, we need to have time.
We can play in the rain. We just cannot. We can't dance with lightning. That's something I will not do.
Different full 5040, hold
And with that possibility in mind growing, Alex, we need to do one thing. Daniel Kemp, member for 27 months.
Oh my gosh.
So I wanted to get that in there because
Hey, thank you, Daniel, for so much.
I would not mess.
Fantastic support for so long.
Would not mess with the threat of weather.
There you go. I did it just in time, Daniel says. Hello, Alex, and another month. Well, thank you so much, Daniel, for supporting the channel as long as you have. It's over 2 years, by the way.
Delta 2087 on the 30 left, taxi, expect Charlie Alpha.
Track JJ. On the plus side, both of the Dublin racers passed over JJ's Beer Emporium. Oh my goodness.
Over 50, 40, continue popping.
Boy, that sky off to our
Delta 2695 join Papa to the gate.
Apologies, my English is not Englishing today.
2946, a 321.
Looks like the sky off to our west is pretty ticked off. And that is the system that is racing at breakneck speed towards MSP International Airport. So what I'm going to do here... Yeah, and there is lightning associated with... There is lightning associated with the southern half of the system.
95 for lightning traffic, hold short of Charlie, please. Delta 2946, disregard.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to check to make sure that...
There's 6 Mike Juliet, and I think I missed it, but just confirm hold short of runway 30 left.
Continuing to check notes.
Let's go to Alpha 7.
Checking to make sure that we don't miss a notable departure or arrival is what I was trying to get at. Just trying to comb through the arrival and departure boards to get an idea what the next several minutes is going to entail. So just because of the fact that there's not going to be any more notable arrivals or departures.
Service 4 Heavy, Minneapolis Tower at Delta cross runway 30 left and then coming to the gate, traffic cone in position.
Cross 0 left, Super 4 Heavy. Delta to the gate, Super 4 Heavy.
So just checking to make sure we don't have any notable arrivals or departures in the short window of time we have before the storms are starting to roll through. Now, our assistant producer, Logan, says you're fine up until 8. But these thunderstorms, they are moving with a purpose across the land. So there is certainly an indication, and you're kind of seeing that we're off to our west. Was that thunder?
I don't think so, but my question is, Alex, when Logan mentioned we're fine until 8, is that what he's referring to as when it could hit us here, or that would be the last time we should be here to allow us time to pack up and head out, because it is currently 7:15. That's 45 minutes, and from what some of our viewers are saying, it could be here before that, if I read some of the notes correctly.
I think he was referring to that we have until 8 p.m. to get out of here.
Skyline 4024, fly runway heading, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff. Delta 2122, turn left heading 260, contact departure.
260 on the vector, go to departure, Delta 2122.
Let's go to Los Angeles, flight 2122, the 757-300.
So Rosie is saying it's pouring rain over yonder. So Rosie, where are you referring to?
Left on Bravo, and then rejoin once you get past Delta behind company 22.
And Gordon is mentioning, Alex, let's see the A340 and the lot diversions from last night.
Yeah, I think we can.
And Daniel's also commenting he's not seeing any notable arrivals.
All right, well, that's all right. Give us some extra time here before our storm blows through to hopefully show you. If I got the file loaded, I'm pretty sure I did. If not, we'll talk about it on Sunday. Because we had a lot Polish 787-8 diversion last night into Minneapolis that I was on hand to catch, as well as possibly the last ever A340 arriving at Minneapolis-St. Paul last night as Lufthansa diverted away from Chicago, their destination to Minneapolis due to weather.
Delta cross 30 left, Delta Quebec, Super 6.
It's one of the dreamiest arrivals that I think that I've captured in quite some time. The lighting was just spectacular. Everything was baked in this golden hue. It's around 8:50 p.m. in the evening when Lufthansa arrived.
Clear land, 30 left, Street 1926.
Silver Set 6, monitor ground, point 9 the rest of the way. Have a good night.
Point 9, 6 tonight.
United 2272, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff. Delta 2773, Minneapolis Tower, traffic 5
All right,
mile
so
final,
that is
runway
currently
30
what's
left,
off to
United
our
runway.
west. And I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to find the diversion footage. And we will scrap, we'll scrap the runway recap in favor of showing you the diversions from yesterday.
Southwest 4150, Minneapolis ground, push approved 30 left.
Push approved 30 left, Southwest 4150, thanks.
Delta 2773, turn left heading 280, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Yes, it's so good.
Yes, exactly. I've been doing that for years. It's rich.
Right, now Starbucks came out with the proper...
2272, turn left heading 260, 260 in contact, departure, see ya.
260 on the head over departure with the apprentice.
Yeah, those are really good.
Hey, yeah, glad you tried it.
Yeah, I'm like, we were over there and I was like, you couldn't see anything because we had the fence up because they're doing the pilot knob road going west.
Just bear one of this. He's trying to.
Yeah.
Delta 2682, Delta 2383, Bravo, cross 94, thank you. So 362, Hotel cross 94, Bravo, behind company 320, they're going into Fox 2.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I just wanted to stop by.
Oh, sure. Thanks for coming. Don't go
Delta 2087, Minneapolis Tower, traffic 5 mile final, runway 30 left, sign up for wait.
All right,
Oh, Josh,
thank you.
again?
Yeah, you're welcome. Good to see you.
Just good.
So obviously you're live streaming. Yeah? Yeah. Is this on your own or yeah? Hey, Trey. Just moved here from New Orleans.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah. So my buddy just
Sun Country 1920, turn left on Charlie, contact ground point 9.
Yeah, New Orleans is an
What's Charlie, ground point 9, 53, 1926?
Well, every season.
Sun Country 1926, Charlie, still Bravo.
Sun Country 1926, Minneapolis ground, taxi via Charlie Sierra.
So here, Sun Country 1926.
Well, I'm out here.
656 and Hotel 6, we have full
30 left, clear for takeoff.
Oh, I remember. I flew Northwest.
Oh, nice. Cool. All right, so you already know about it.
Yeah, I flew Northwest.
Cool.
I also flew Piedmont.
Oh, that's really fun.
Piedmont. Nice to meet you, dude.
Hey, nice to meet you.
That's fine. Nonstop with 4150, taxi with Echo. So 4150 on 830 left, taxi via Delta Whiskey, airborne time to Midway, 29, flight at 32, 10 miles, 21.
We'll taxi via Delta Whiskey to 30 left, and we've got a 29 to avoid at 32 times Southwest 41.
Tower Delta 942, visual 30 left.
942 Minneapolis Tower, traffic will hold in position, wind 2408, runway 30 left, clear to land.
Okay, traffic holds position, clear to land, 30 left, Delta 942.
So 2145 Minneapolis Tower, traffic 4 mile final, runway 30 left, 908. Delta 2087, turn left heading 2601, contact departure, see ya.
All right, everybody. So I got some good news and I got some bad news. So the bad news is I thought I loaded the file for the diversion arrivals that I captured last night coming into MSP. Unfortunately, I don't. Here's the good news. We'll do our runway recap. There's a lot to get to from what happened today, including the 747-8 that taxied on Mike. One of the rarest movements to capture from Minneapolis-St. Paul International happened today. And we will get to that and much more
2145, turn left heading
in our runway recap. Just got to set a couple things here first. Sorry about that. So I will post the videos of our diversion arrivals to the channel later tonight and upload those as standard videos for your viewing pleasure. And then we'll talk about them. We'll talk about them on Sunday. So I was copying the files to a drive and they never copied properly. So unfortunately, they are not playable. It happens sometimes, but we'll have them for you. And they are spectacular. Spectacular arrival scenes. All right, everybody, who is ready for our runway recap? I know that I am. All right, let's get into it. Our runway recap for today. We had to cut the show off short now because of impending thunderstorms. And UPS sending the Queen of the Skies with a 747-8 today. They sent 767s during the midweek, and then they finally brought us the 747 and a Mike taxi to boot as well. And shortly after, we had the American Airlines bare metal retro livery also get airborne for Dallas. It's the first time in a long time I think I've seen that livery here at MSP Airport. Super happy to catch the bare metal retro under some pretty gorgeous skies here this afternoon. And then Delta 170 Heavy would be crabbing just a bit, slipping in from Seoul, South Korea with the mighty A350. And the wind today, powerful, gusty. Caused multiple go-arounds today, although 170 handling the wind like a champ. It's pretty easy to do that at as big of a frame as the A350 is. And shortly behind them, Delta 152 getting airborne for Paris with an ex-Northwest A330-300. Making some noise off the south parallel today, too. Sounds carried quite a bit on a day like today. It's always a good thing. Got the sun out, clouds out. Got some rumbling departures. The 330s are actually some of the louder departures we see here at MSP throughout the week and on a daily basis. Go around time. Delta having to go around inbound from Miami due to a bird strike. And they would make it back in safely on their second attempt. So we had back-to-back go-arounds at this particular point. Managed to capture the leading go-around, that inbound flight from Miami. Then Delta 171, late but fashionable, strutted stuff, climbing into the sky for Seoul, South Korea. They had quite the delay getting out of Minneapolis today. Stuck around long enough to depart on the show. We had a nice trifecta of heavy departures following our back-to-back go-arounds. 171 and then 160 had the floor. 160 going to AMS with the 350. So almost back-to-back departures for the 350. And then it was our disco bus to have its turn to boogie down to Frankfurt with the A330-300 following Delta 160 into the air. And boy, when that 5 o'clock hour got going, it got intense. Non-stop heavy action, and then shortly after Discover would take off, in come the French from Paris with the 777-200ER. And a nice smooth landing from the Bigfoot Boeing triple. So pretty decent landing from Air France, given the conditions. You could see the camera jitter a little bit there. It was windy. And boy, was it persistent. Flight crew's doing a good job. And then sneaking in from Rome, Delta 299 with A330-900neo. And just after Delta 299 got in from Rome, a little aerodynamic braking here after touching down with the mains. And they do the aerodynamic braking to reduce wear on the brake pads. Then it was a race to Dublin. The heat is on. Aer Lingus got airborne first off the north parallel, racing Delta 258 across the pond to Ireland. Aer Lingus with the A321XLR, and then Delta would get going with the A330-200. There's only 11 in Delta's fleet, making this a priority catch every day. It's a daily flight. Glad to see the rare A330-200 for Delta in and out of MSP every day. And this aircraft also ex-Northwest. So that'll just about do it for our runway recap today. Wish we had more highlights to share with you, but the weather's got other ideas.
Yeah, what's the scoop, Alex? I was talking, I was off mic. I was talking to one of our viewers.
So we ended up getting indication from our assistant producer, Logan Justice, that unfortunately these are thunder showers and these are not rain showers. So what that means is we're basically going to be done for today.
Okay. Well, better to be safe than sorry. I know with my time living in Florida, you don't mess with weather like this. You don't even give it a chance to let it get too close and then regret it.
And don't mess with lightning.
Never.
Don't. Yeah, and we're not going to do that, obviously. So we're going to say goodbye. I wish we could stay until sundown, but again, we've got thunder showers rolling through. I love myself a good thunderstorm, though, by the way.
Well, it woke me up the other night when it rolled through.
Look at the bright side, you know?
Yep, they're fun to watch, but you'd rather be inside doing it.
Absolutely. Well, folks, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks so much for tuning into our broadcast today. We will see you on Sunday when MSP Airport Live takes to the airways again. And who knows, we might get another UPS 7-4 on Sunday. That's been pretty consistent. We'll have KLM. We won't have Discover, but we'll have a lot of great nonstop action. Weather will be nice this weekend, too. Looking forward to that on Sunday. And it's been a while since we've done a Sunday show.
Exactly.
So looking forward to having you all on board with us coming up this weekend.
And then hopefully you'll have your video to share from last night, right?
I will.
Yeah.
I will. And if I don't...
Uh-oh. Penalty box.
Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments.
We're going to put Alex in the penalty box, everybody.
Ah, brother.
We're just kidding. We're just having some fun out here. Yep.
All right, so before we get going, I do want to point out that we are supported by some wonderful, wonderful people. Supported by our friend Eric over at Jet Set Shirts. It's a Jet Set Life. Wear it. Get your aviation swag at jetsetshirts.com. You can even get MSP Airport Live exclusive merch. It's all on there at jetsetshirts.com. Wear a slice of the Jet Set Life, will you? And also the Pilot's Weather Map. Big thanks to our friend Logan Hopp for sponsoring MSP Airport Live. Real-time, functional, stylish, custom-made displays for your home. So if you're a pilot and you want to look at your wall, look at what the weather's like at different airports at a glance, go get yourself a Pilot's Weather Map at pilotsweathermap.com. And also by DG Pilot, purveyor of gifts for the aviation and travel enthusiast. Check them out online at dgpilot.com 24/7, or you can visit them in downtown St. Paul, inside Historic Union Depot. It's an amazing store. Go in person and check it out. And if you can't, get there online. They've got all the latest model releases, a great selection of in-stock models at great prices, and a lot of other amazing merchandise, too. There's something for everyone at DG Pilot. Visit dgpilot.com. Well, folks, I wish we had more time. And with the thunder showers rolling through, it's time for us to say goodbye. We will see you in the next installment of MSP Airport Live. Until then, take care, everybody, and have a great rest of your Friday. See ya.
See ya.
Welcome to DG Pilot Aviation Collectibles and More and our St. Paul showroom and warehouse. From the time your order is placed until it is delivered to you, our #1 goal is to provide you with the best customer service experience. That's why we're excited to take you behind the scenes today at our warehouse to provide you an up-close perspective of our model aircraft delivery experience. Our first step in the model aircraft delivery process takes place after your order is received. Our model aircraft delivery specialist will conduct a detailed inspection of your model for quality control to ensure we provide you with the highest quality products. Each specialist begins the inspection by removing the model from the box and performing a visual inspection of the model, checking features such as the wings, landing gear, and antenna, as well as the overall model for defects. After the inspection is complete, your model is reboxed and then prepared for packing. Each model is then bubble wrapped to provide an extra cushion to prevent any damage during shipping. After the bubble wrap process is complete, the model is then boxed for shipping. Our specialist then reconfirms your model is ready for shipping, attaches a shipping label, and then your model is sent out for delivery. We hope that you'll consider DG Pilot Aviation Collectibles for your model aircraft collecting needs. You can order